Is it sane? Is it possible? Still I ask myself, are we, am I? Our game, it's not logical, but you contemplate, are we, am I? I think it's sane, I think it's logical. What I don't you find? Are we, am I? As time goes by, I'll be a slip away. Should I do you mind? Are we, am I? Fighting for love, fighting for raise me up and see my willingness. So fighting for love, fighting for raise me up and see my willingness. This is the way that has to play. Tell me why you lied to me. Fighting for love, fighting for raise me up and see my willingness. So fighting for love, fighting for raise me up and see my willingness. Fighting for love. Raise me up and see my willingness. I'm fighting for love. Fighting for raise me up and see my willingness. I'm fighting for love. Fighting for love. Raise me up and see my willingness. I'm fighting for love. Raise me up and see my willingness.
We. 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 Alors, bonjour, mes amis. Steve Dangle ici. Bienvenue. The SDBN YouTube channel. Match numéro 6. Le Canadien de Montréal and the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Alex Glass says, I'm too stoned for this. I think you are too, Alex. Woo! Name tag says, please, Montreal. Knuckles Nyland walking out the torch. Producer Drew Googling Knuckles Nyland has over 3,000 penalty minutes for the Montreal Canadiens. And you know what's hilarious about him? Have you heard him talk? He has the thickest, most stereotypical Boston accent you've ever heard. And he played most of his career for the Montreal Canadiens, won the cup with the Montreal Canadiens in 1986, played a couple seasons or 3 seasons with the Rangers, did end up playing a couple seasons with the Bruins before actually getting sent back to the Montreal Canadiens, or ending up back in Montreal for the final 17 games of his career. 688 career games. What? Whoa. Whoa. I don't know which is more impressive. 688 games played, 3,043 penalty minutes. Drew, 111 Stanley Cup playoff games. Guess how many penalty minutes? Yeah, in 111 games. 80? 180? Double it. Double it, and you're still not close. 531. He had, I've never seen this number. What did he do to earn this? In an 18-game Stanley Cup playoff run in 1986, when the Habs won the Cup, he had 141 penalty minutes. In one playoff, you had 141? What did you do? Bob the Cat, or as he's known here, Robert Lachat, sent 5 SDPN memberships. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. Match numéro 6. Montréal 3, Tampa Bay 2. Can Montreal send Tampa packing yet again? Not a single series win since 2022 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Drew asking a very important question. Do the Habs need to close it out tonight? No. I think Montreal is capable of winning a Game 7 in Tampa. But if you're asking me what's going to be an easier task, this one or the next one, you have a way higher chance winning tonight. Absolute bedlam in Montreal. Jared says, Steve, if Tampa loses, can I get a hug? Honestly, yeah. You should always hug your bros. Drew said, give him a ha-ha. Prediction for tonight. Drew says 6-2 Montreal. I'm going to go 3-2 Montreal. 3-2 Montreal. There was a time, so the series I keep going back to is from 2022. Like, the Leafs were up 3-2 after 5 games against Montreal. Sorry, against Tampa. And Vasilevsky allowed 2 goals total in game 6 and 7. But that was the Vasilevsky of old. He has been human. He's been human. Bonsoir, Steve Dangle. Bonjour, mon ami. Comment ça va? Bonsoir. Montreal lines on the screen. Slavkovsky, Evans, Demidov. Oh. The top line was blocked by a bar I had on the screen. I was like, wait, what is that line? Caulfield, Suzuki, Anderson, Slavkovsky, Evans, Demidov, Bulduk, Duck, Texier. I've loved that line. Newhook, Deno, Gallagher. Jeez. 4 lines that can just go, go, go. St. Louis found sweet spot here. Matheson, Carrier, Gooley, Hudson, Struble, Jackeye. I saw a report that Pierre LeBrun said Dobson might play tonight. He ain't. Dobish in net for Le Canadien de Montréal. Lipstick attack says, go Habs, go. I need a Sabres Habs in my life. That'd be a crazy series. The Lightning. Hagel, Sorelli, Kucherov. Perry, Point, Gensel. Perry moving on up. Gergensons, Gord, Paul. Nick Paul back in the mix. He has been sorely missed. They don't look like the same team when he doesn't play. And Gonsalves, James Bjorkstrand. Moser, Radish, McDonough, Chernak. Dastu hasn't gotten to very much of the series. I want to say game 1, and then he got hurt. Lilleberg and obviously Vasilevsky. Is Tampa's ride or die? This anthem bangs. Yes and free. Oh, you guys have been requesting something, and we did it. From the incomparable Justin Fisher. Last night on Adam's stream, a few people asked if we could set up a playlist with just SDP VIP episodes. Our previous VIP playlist included both VIP and ad-free episodes. We've set it up, and it's now on our front page. If you want to let the audience know tonight, feel free. So I did. Speaking of VIP, our first intermission clip is a VIP clip. Thank you, Drew. McGovern Virtual Productions. Never give up. Never surrender. Damn the Resonance torpedoes. Full speed ahead. Choo choo. Wow. To fund a better pop filter, especially for speaking French. Thank you, Melodious Thunk. Hey. I could not call the entire game in French. I could just say all the players with a little zhuzh on it. Dano. Jean Cooper. On the screen. It's harder in the moment. Center ice. Puck is about to be dropped. Puck is dropped. Tampa wins the opening draw. It's over. It's over. Chernak is running too hard and already iced by the Tampa Bay Lightning. Anderson, 12 seconds into the game, laying the body, and that's a solid shift. He's on the bench already. Look at that. Deno forces it into the corner. Anderson, wow! Matherman, will McDavid win a cup as an Oiler? I say no. I think they got one more year in them, and then we'll see. Face off in the Lightning zone. Lightning win that one as well. The face-off dot has been a real sore spot. That's icing against Tampa again. It's been a real struggle in this series for Tampa. Good start for them. Nick Paul on the draw. Scrum draw. Slavkovsky comes up with it, gets it to the point. Hudson, Gooley around the net for Slav. Steve Dangle here on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. That shot from Suzuki goes wide. Gooley on! I think Vasilevsky stops that. Caulfield from distance, that goes high. Suzuki works it behind the net to Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky tries to find Caulfield, can't. Suzuki, great job chasing the Lightning away. This is a good start for Montreal here, but Tampa clears the zone. Oh boy, near giveaway, near too many men. But Montreal has it in their own end. Gooley. Bolduc. Turnover. Habs get it back. Could you call the game in a Newfoundland accent? I'd be better doing French, honestly. Vasilevsky to Moser. Whoa, that's a big hit from Bolduc on Moser. But Tampa gets out. Big shot from Radish. Just steps into a 93.6 mile an hour slap shot that Dobish stops. How's that for your first shot of the game? It might have hit him in the head, Drew. I'm not sure. I think the hiring firm is a front by the divisional rivals to doom the Leafs, and I'm all for it. Choo choo, says Crash Test Fetus. That hits Dobish flush in the head. Drew, let's play a game. Was that on purpose? That definitely hurt. Are you kidding? Point. Offensive zone draw for Tampa. He comes up with it again. Lilleberg on. Oh, deflected just wide. That very nearly fooled Dobish. Gensel to the point. All the way. Where is it? No, Gensel intercepts it along the half wall. Habs, they get out of their zone. Hudson, deep. Into the glove of Vasilevsky. A lot of whistles. We're not even 2 minutes into this game here. Drew, what do you think about infinite whistles and triple overtime? 50 overtimes. Ooh. So in 2016 or 2026, sorry, Perry's playing less than 9 minutes a night. Surely he's fresh, right? Yeah, he got moved up tonight. You need, I mean, why else? Why get Corey Perry if you're not going to use him to be a factor in the playoffs, right? And if I'm not mistaken, they gave up a decent chunk for him. Gensel has Matheson on him, but he keeps the puck to the point. It's McDonough down low for Gord. Gord gets away from Evans, but that pass, oh, I thought it was off target. Cernak. Oh, Gensel smushed by Evans off the glass and out. Your uncle just shed a tear. Hi, Steve. Quick, favorite Pokemon. Oh, Gord steals it. How doesn't he score? Oh, my goodness. Dobish flubbed it, and Gord flubs it right back. Radish. Kucherov. On. That's wide and covered up by Dobish, who has Gord getting his kitchen. How isn't it 1-0 Tampa? Articuno. Gord falls down. How does it? What's Dobish? Someone on Montreal's bench at the first TV timeout needs to grab him and be like, calm the hell down. Put an elastic band. He's moving way too much. Reminds me a bit of, I want to say it was game 2. He was all over the place. I don't know if his numbers were poor. I can't remember the score of that game. But it's not about that. It's about the poise that you have in net. Turnover. Caulfield off the post. Speaking of poise, that was a big giveaway from the Lightning. Slafkovsky knocks it back into the Lightning zone. Vasilevsky out to play it, but Suzuki is there. Lightning might escape here unscathed. They do. Hagel. Oh, this is a good breakout for the Lightning. Kucherov. He hasn't been good enough in this series. He shoots it into the glove of Dobish, but there is a rebound. Slafkovsky is going to skate this out. Passes to Suzuki. Oh, what a move by Suzuki. Pass to Caulfield. Oh, shoot that kid. Shoot it. He tried to hit Slav for the tap in, but it's a high risk pass. Carrier in his own end now. Oh, how don't you shoot that? You're Cole Caulfield, bro. Habs. He had a bad angle. Drew likes the pass. I mean, it would have gone in. Perry in front. Another rebound from Dobish. I'm telling you, watch him. He hasn't allowed a goal yet, but he's not having a good night. The night is very young, but he's not having a good night so far. Here comes Tampa. Habs all out of sorts. Shot. That's off the bar. My goodness, how hasn't there been a goal in this game yet for either team? Carrier. Look at Dobish. He could have allowed a wraparound there. Bolduc. He blocks that. And Bolduc. Oh, boy, you don't have that much time, bud. Montreal can't get it deep while they're changing. Hard around. Dobish had him right where he wanted him, says Crash Test Fetus. I don't need help effing up the Leafs. That's true. Habs. Okay, they get out now. Is that ice? It is not. Vasilevsky out of the net to play it. Demidov hunting it down. New hook, good work. Passes it off, shot. That ends up wide. New hook. New hook. Passes back. New hook. Shot. That's blocked. Jack-eye. He whiffs on it. Cycles it. Gallagher. New hook. Gallagher. To the point. Shot. That is off target. Gallagher. Tampa trying to regain control here. Big hit. Habs on. That's deflected off target. Habs with a nice counter punch here. Jack-eye. Keeps it alive, but only for the moment. Gonsalves throws it deep. Tampa desperately needs a change. They need to Goldberg-esque tie Dobish to the post. I don't disagree. Is that icing? Vasilevsky plays it again. 14-14 to go in the first. Make a wish. Radish. Habs ghost helping Dobish out. You might just be right. Hagel. Blocked. Habs can't clear just yet. A bit of a miscommunication there between Carrier and Matheson, I think. Hagel creating some chaos. Kucherov behind the net. Someone's got a broken stick. It's Matheson. Hagel. Habs in trouble here. If they, oh boy, Hagel. Moser on. That's wide. Habs in trouble here without a stick. Radish. Radish. Stop by Dobish. Habs just need a desperation clear here. Oh! Slafkovsky nails his man to the ice. From behind. I didn't see who the Lightning player was. Suzuki. Up the ice. Good clear as Montreal gets a change in. Both teams looking oddly jittery to start this game, but it's been pretty exciting. Pass well off target. Habs trying to create something here. Oh, they very nearly do. Tampa gets out of their zone with finesse. Dobish out of his net to play it. Hands it off to Struble, who gets crunched by two Lightning and turns it over. Paul. Danault tries to calm things down. Can't clear it. On. Dobish clears that aside. Tampa crashing the net. From the point, Lilleberg. That shot doesn't get through. Shot. Where's that? That's off target. Dastu. Gord. Oh, he's hammered by Jack-eye. Here comes Paul. Paul. Oh, my God. I can't believe Tampa hasn't scored yet. That goes wide. Gord. How many power plays in this game? 6, 3 each. But the standard so far is nothing. Yeah, it does feel like a lot. But I'm sticking with what I've been saying all series long. Habs got the young team jitters going early, says Bob the Cat. Kind of hard to deny. Tampa up the ice. Gooley hits his man hard, but the puck is still there. Hudson. Way up the ice. I don't think that'll be enough for icing. It's not. Texier and McDonough going after the same puck. Oh, Bolduc reverse hits Cernak. with authority. Chernak's had a rough game so far. Doc hits him to the ice. Gensel in the neutral zone. Dumps it as Tampa gets a change here. I know I was about to say we haven't had a whistle in a very long time. I got to get my sips in when I can. That pass is intercepted. Here comes Tampa. Gonçalves. Dobish plays it. Oh, dear. Not a great play from Hudson. Bjorkstrand pressuring him. That goes hard around. Radish, that's deflected off target. Matheson battling Gonçalves. Can the Habs get out here? They do. Caulfield. That's a nice play. Just gets it deep. That's fine. No problem with that. But now you got to get the puck. Moser up the ice. That's an easy zone entry for Hagel. Stopped by Dobish, who holds on to it. But it's, I'd say, about 90-10 Tampa right now. JMB Golfing says, my buddy is at the game, so I bet $2 on Tampa to win. Good for you. Man, this period is flying by, says Ahoskova. That's not how the game started. But that's where we are. That was Brandon Hagel that Slav absolutely rocked. Steve Dangle here. Wait, did I say that was Brandon Hagel that Yuri Slafkovsky rocked? I'm actually having trouble keeping up with my own thoughts right now. Steve Dangle here. Oof, on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. How many likes we got? Not enough. I can't see the number. I just know it's not enough. Click like. Gosh darn it. It's free. It helps us. I mean, that's a lot of really good reasons. Jared says, my kingdom for a good bounce. You know what? Montreal deserves to be up 3-2 in this series. But 284 likes, that's garbage. Let's double that right now. Montreal deserves to be up 3-2. But in any playoff series, especially a close one, there's an element of luck. And I got to say, Jared, like, you have a point. I don't think Tampa's got a ton of puck luck, but you make your own luck. Montreal's been blocking a ton of shots and passes, and they've been blocking them well. Like, you can be like, all right, just get in front of it and knock it in. Percent of this series tied, according to the Sportsnet broadcast, 58.7%. Face off in the Habs end. Gonna reset. Zudi says, these playoffs have been so refreshing. So many new matchups. I've been enjoying them. There is something missing. Oh, my body doesn't think it's being chased by a predator at all times. Ref knocked to the ice. Battle along the half wall. Point gets it around. Dobish plays it. Sends it right back into the fray. Point. Hall. Demidov in his own end. Shifty on Gensel. I'm waiting for the Ivan Demidov game. He has it now in his own end. I feel like he's played well. And I'm waiting for the Ivan Demidov legacy game. Slafkovsky. There's Demidov in front. Oh, he set up Evans, but he's stopped by Vasilevsky. You see? You see? Jared says, I love Gord, but he can't score to save his life. Yeah. He's been an effective, like, rat. But oh my God, just dropped 1,500 US on Minnesota versus Colorado game 6. It cost 1,500 American dollars. That would be in Minnesota. Holy Toledo. Face off in the Tampa zone. Matheson around. Moser gets that away from Anderson. Kucherov to Hagel. Habs stifle the breakout. No, it's just a little bit of jousting in the neutral zone. Habs gain the zone. Suzuki. Cross ice. Shot! That's blocked in front. Now Tampa's going to escape with speed, but not numbers. So they'll slow down a bit. Here's Hagel. Hagel stops up. Oh, Suzuki. Oh, he was almost away. Oh, Hagel. Nice reverse hit there on Caulfield. That was a good defensive stick by Kucherov, I should have said, on Suzuki. Matheson. Up the ice. Bullduk. Gets it deep. Radish. Yeah, they're letting a lot go, eh? Like just little stuff. They're letting a lot go. Doc kicks it to Bullduk. One power play each. I'm still going to. Oh, Struble. Passes. Shot. Oh, Texier had a good chance. What's that? Delay of games don't count. That's valid. Dominic James. Oh, they gave him a lane there. Stopped by Dobish. Jack-Eye just sort of got beat there. Texier. I want to talk about Jack-Eye in a bit. Oh, Doc. Oh, what a chance. What a save from Vasilevsky on Alexandre Texier, who's been magnificent in this series. Big hit. Bullduk. Now Tampa dumps it. Montreal was getting dominated for a few minutes there, and they're counterpunching big time. Here comes Gallagher. Evades Cernak well. Dunno. Someone doesn't have a glove. Hudson on. That's off target. Deflected wide, I should say. New hook. Dunno. Gets it to the point. Gooley. That's into the glove of Vasilevsky. And Gallagher gets mauled by like 3 Lightning, all of them bigger than him. And smiling. That is vintage Gallagher. Thoughts on the Jack Adams nominees? We did a long segment on that today. Like, Lindy Ruff's career is incredible. He has worked as a coach in the NHL every single year since 1993. Either an assistant coach or a head coach. Cooper, this might sound weird. I think Cooper's going to win it and everyone's going to be mad. Because, like, this isn't even close to his best season in the NHL. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. Steve! Imagine if the Leafs traded Zach Hyman. Wait, Nyman? His name's not Zach. I know the player you're talking about. Yanni? Right wing shoots left. Young left D is small, but from Toronto, it's perfect. It might heal the loss of Zach Hyman. Zach? There's no way this person's real. Oh my God, this person's real. There's a player on the Brampton Steelheads called Zach Nyman. It appears to be his draft year. 12 points in 34 games. Minus 28. What? No. Brampton's leading scorer had 34 points. Oh. Well, that's not very good at all. Wes Richard gifted 5 SDPN memberships. Merci beaucoup, Wes. If you were given an SDPN membership by someone or gifted one, tell them thank you. Tell them merci beaucoup. Zach Nyman. Well, I'll be darned. 7:47 to go in the first. Face off. And Tampa wins that one in their own end. Kucherov. Turned away at the blue line. Habs almost turned away at the blue line. Vasilevsky out of his net to play it again. He's been out of his net a lot. Cirelli gets that out of trouble down the ice. Carrier to collect. Matheson through the neutral zone. Rings it around. Point. Hagel. Habs just collect it. Game's calmed down, eh? At least in Montreal's end, it's definitely calmed down. Gooley dumps it and chases. He hasn't done this too many times this series. He gets the puck loose. It's Hudson at the point. It's on. Blocked away by Vasilevsky. Suzuki trying to get it to Caulfield. McDonough has it. Tampa having trouble getting out of their own end. Oh, skips over McDonough's stick. Let's see if Montreal can take advantage here. Oh, Anderson runs into Cernak. Boy, they're targeting him. That's probably the third big impact he's taken so far in this game already. McDonough gains the zone, hands it to Gensel, who gets dumped by Josh Anderson once again, but Tampa still has the puck in a dangerous spot. It's behind the Habs net now. Oh, Habs get out of their zone. Caulfield manages to get it mostly deep. Here's Destu. Lightning have missed him. Behind the Habs net, Struble. Hit by Lilleberg. The D on both teams is activating here. And that puck goes out of play. 5:51 to go in the first. Richard. Perry's 37th elimination game in the playoffs, according to the Lightning broadcast. What? It's crazy. So let's look it up. Let's talk about Perry again, because this might be his last one. Who knows? This is Corey Perry's 243rd Stanley Cup playoff game. He is third all time. Chris Chelios is number one at 266. Nicholas Lidstrom is second at 263. Corey Perry has 200. This is now 43. He's ahead of Messier, who has 236. He's ahead of Claude Lemieux, who has 234. Scott Stevens, Guy Carbonneau, Larry Robinson, Glenn Anderson, and Chris Draper rounding out the top 10. St. Brendan's alumni. St. Brendan's Elementary alumni. Holy cow. Can you imagine the calls if Hyman and Nyman played? That would be crazy. Perry, third all-time in playoff games played. Now, I don't think he's nearly up there in scoring. Scrolling, still scrolling. He is 43rd all-time, which is still really impressive. Just ahead of Jacques Lemaire. Corey Perry has more playoff points than Patrick Kane. Wow. Incredible player. But this might be it. Guess we'll see. 5:51 to go in the first. Shots 8-5 Tampa. Face off in the Montreal zone. They're going to redo that. Tampa wins that one again. On, that puck doesn't get through. Tampa wants a call there. I think it was Cirelli. Not going to get it. Kucherov. Shifty. Has it swatted away by Carrier. Carrier doing a great job on Kucherov there. Kucherov gets loose. Gets loose again. Oh! Almost sets up Hagel. Hagel. That's a nice pass from Moser, I think. Radish. Kucherov. Good stick again by Carrier. On. That's blocked. And Montreal will get out of trouble here. Newhook trying to counterattack. In front! Oh, what a chance! Stopped by Vasilevsky. Montreal calling for too many men. They're not going to get it. It was looked like too many men. Gooley. Oh boy, that pass off target. Tampa. That's blocked. If if Tampa scores here, there's going to be a riot. Loud ref, you suck chant in Le Centre Bell. Centre Bell. Centre Bell. There you go. Slavkovsky, one-hand pass, 2-on-1. Demidov shoots. Stopped by Vasilevsky. There's a rebound. Demidov can't get to it. And Tampa just clears it. Dobish out of his net to play it. Trying to keep the pressure on. Under 4.5 to go in the first period. Hudson. Hands it to Suzuki. To the point. Struble handles a bouncing pass. Hudson is blocked. And now this is a partial 3-on-2 for Tampa. Here comes point. Gensel. Hand it off. Radish in front. Oh, loose puck. Suzuki kicks it into the corner. Suzuki settles down the floating pass and clears the zone. What a back check by Nick Suzuki there. Under 4 minutes to go in the first now. Unbelievable to me Tampa hasn't scored yet. Loud go Habs go chant in Montreal. Hagel lays the body on Carrier. Hagel, the most lethal player in this series. Lilleberg. Hagel. It's at the point. On. That's wide. Tampa holds the zone. They still do. Kucherov. Lilleberg. That goes wide. Kucherov has not been great in this series. Not up to his standard. He's looked very dangerous tonight. But he's cleared out there by Texier. Dastu. Down for Dobish. Leaves it for Struble. Corey Perry is a compiler. And McDavid no rings yet again, says Swag Poppy. Oh! That's blocked. The camera was distracted by the brouhaha at the benches, and there was a scoring chance. Here comes Tampa. That goes wide. Gonsalves tied up. Evans. Around. Jackey's going to lose this race to Dominic James, but can he get rid of him? Bjorkstrand has it now. Gonsalves. Struble chasing him. James and Jackey battling in front of the Montreal net. Tampa can't handle that pass, so they lose the zone. That's got to be the first penalty of the game, and it's not. Wow, I think I'm wrong and Drew's right. We might not get a single thing tonight. Who's the officiating crew for this game? On! Oh, that goes off target. Danault. Demidov gets around Lilleberg. What a move! Can't connect with the pass. Danault now chasing after Nick Paul, who trips. Good pass by Tampa. Girgensons is hit into the boards. Oh dear, giveaway, Dastu. Paul, Gord. Oh, I thought that was going to be an excellent clear for the Canadiens. It was a giveaway. Radish, he's got a lane, he shoots, that goes wide. Slavkovsky bodied off the puck. Habs clear the zone, and they got some tired players on the ice. Demidov gets off at minimum. Dobish covers that up because he knows. That's actually a really smart cover there by Dobish. 1:14 to go in the first. Blatant too many men, blatant interference. I think there's been too many men, honestly. Maybe one or two holding the stick on Montreal as well, to be fair. They're letting it go. Bob the Cat, who's your favorite random hockey guy for around the bar? Mine is either Carl Soderberg or Tyson Yost. Ooh. Daryl Boyce? Oh, Kucherov tried to slew foot Texier. They were going at each other. Like Texier was messing with him, but like he tried to slew foot him. They just showed it clear as day on the replay. Elimination game, baby. Anderson gets it out. Booted by Suzuki. Bumps into Radish. Kucherov. The Habs are all over him. Turnover! Caulfield! Waits. Cycles it for Suzuki. battles Radish. Radish is going to be able to get out of trouble here. It's in the neutral zone. Caulfield whacks it down, hands it to Carrier. Whoop, Suzuki able to gain the zone. Knocked to the ice. Here comes Tampa now. It's Perry. He throws it in, and he's going to chase after it. Lays the body on Carrier. Oh, Suzuki fell down. Plays it from his knees. Caulfield can't catch up to it. Tampa is blocked. Caulfield almost got around McDonough there. Point has to wait for his team to get back on side. They are. Cernak. Oh, Dobish stops that, but oh boy, he wasn't sure. Please tell Adam my name isn't Swag Poppy. He said, please tell Adam my name isn't Swagapy. Did he say Swagapy? I don't know, man. That might be better. Mevode said, ref from the Oilers game? I mean, it could be. I don't think so. Swagapy. That's Pokemon. That has to be. Face off in the Montreal zone. Danault versus Point. Danault was incredible in the face-off dot last game. Tampa's having a bit of a better time of it in this one. Montreal wins that one. Hoisted a mile into the air. Did that hit the Jumbotron? And there's a penalty coming against Jake Gensel, who bangs his stick on the glass. Who'd he hit? Gooley? With 10.9 seconds to go in the first period. Was that high sticking or cross checking? I mean, yeah, that's roughing. It's a penalty. You know what? Yeah, is that soft? That's soft. Based on the standard of this game so far, that's a soft call. Montreal will take it. You know what, Drew? They have the amount of penalties they were going to give in this game, and that's one of them. Right? Habs 5 for 21 in this series. In Montreal, in the final seconds of the first. Oh, they almost do. They lose the zone. So that will do it for the first period. But when the second period begins, Montreal is going to have 1 minute and 50 seconds of power play time to try to score this game's first goal. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Slav should have shot that. He knows. The whole bench knows. Swagapy knows. And Cooper's having a conversation with the ref as he walks off the ice. Of all the things that have happened so far in this game, that call's soft. But when Gensel goes to the box in this series, bad things happen to Tampa. So we will see how this goes. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. What stress level would I be at right now if this was the Leafs? Oh, compared to what I'm at right now? Okay, so I just got a text from Habs friend, and I saw it in the corner. Let me pull it up. Why do I like sports? This is not fun at all. I'm going to remind you, his team is on the power play right now. His team is up 3-2 right now. This guy was in the building when the Montreal Canadiens won the Stanley Cup in 1993. He's a little older than me, yes. I was 5 when that happened. Or was I 6? No, I was 5. I mean, Drew, there's no, like... my pulse is like I'm having an animated conversation, which I am. I'm having a fun time. There's no question I'm able to watch more playoff hockey. No LFRs helps big time. Having a new puppy that you try to stay up with a little bit so that they can pee a little later so that they don't wake you up during the middle of the nights also helps. When Isla was born, 2024, I watched a lot of hockey. Lot of hockey. New puppers, that's right. Still not drinking coffee? No, I am. So I'm finally getting a scope to evaluate my damn ulcer next week. So our schedule's all screwed up. We're recording Monday, Tuesday, Thursday for the podcast. I went 10 days without having a coffee. It absolutely hated my life. And I thought, okay, I'm still going to drink coffee. But the trade-off is I need to be a good boy and not have anything else that's going to hurt my stomach in any kind of way. So I've cut back on a lot of food that tastes good, and it makes me sad. Steve, your birthday is in March. You would have been 6. 1989, 90, 91, 92, 93. Don't tell me how old I was, Jay Sizzles. You mentioned Max. They're going to demand Max. Now's not a good time. Just you'll get Max. You'll get Max. Just not right now. Drew, what's the VIP clip? Fat guy corner about the Buffalo game. Here, I just want to read this one super chat. Love the start from the Bolts. Aside from Gensel not learning to keep his stick away from someone's face. Gensel's taken 3. Oh, they're showing a replay? Oh. I still think it's soft, but Gensel's now taken 3 really silly penalties. And the ref does not want to hear it. He's taken 3 really silly penalties in this series. They're having a conversation about Gensel being ignored by the ref. And like Gensel's a vet in this league. He wears a letter. Yeah, they have a point. Oh, no, listen, you know how in the wrong you got to be for me to sort of be on Jake Gensel's side. Anyway, Drew, without further ado, let's get to Fat Guy Corner.
The Fat Guy Corner, it wouldn't be a good VIP without it. Now, we have a lot of new VIP subscribers who are trying things out. Some people are signing up. Some people are getting them gifted. And the playoffs are always great for that because a lot of people go, hey, I kind of like this. And they stick around, which is nice. And we love it. And we hope that you will. So we do this thing called Fat Guy Corner. We have done it on the main show, but we do it a lot more in the VIP because we love to explore stadium food. And Jesse, can you run us through Fat Guy Corner KeyBank Arena Edition in Buffalo?
KeyBank Center.
KeyBank Center.
Get it right.
Sorry.
Idiot!
You're Canadian, clearly showing you hate America.
Yeah.
I can't even get their stadiums right.
You're right. You're right.
I played this on the stream last night because we were watching the Sabres game. I've never been more upset at something that costs $60 American.
Oh.
Almost playoff special. It's 10 buffalo wings and 10 pizza logs, the 2 go-tos in Buffalo.
A pizza log?
Yeah, and they put it in you've got like...
Yeah, it's a hockey.
It's in a ring.
Sickest surfing dish ever.
Pretty cool.
What's a pizza
How much do you
log?
think it costs?
$60.
On the button. All right. So
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
$60
It's
for
almost
this.
just a been to stadiums.
All right, so in the marinara sauce, you go to the pizza log.
Oh,
I smell the marinara from here.
I'm very disappointed by the lack of
like,
cheese that came out.
If the frozen pizza rolls were put into log style. That's how it tastes.
What
That one
was
was
it?
mildly temperatured.
Was it
Those are
cold
cute
or not?
wings.
Good? All right.
All right, and then wing.
Yo, you try to wing at the wrong spot.
Yeah, he ate that.
He's right. I'm very
This is
angry
the
about
one,
it.
everyone's like, don't eat food inside the stadium, don't eat food inside the stadium. We've loved some food inside of the stadium. The Buffalo wings in Buffalo, just don't bother getting them here. I know they have to do it as their specialty item. Miss out on the wings, but the pizza log, I'm down with.
He almost said,
Pizza log looks like shit.
Shout out
Yeah, well,
Snapback Sports on the Underdog Network. They made that TikTok reviewing that. I've never seen a bigger waste of $60 in my life.
That's 100 Canadian, by the way, roughly.
Like,
jeez. The wings look big and nice, and I would like to try them.
like 6 of them.
Not for $60 American dollars.
Those
Holy
pizza
shit.
logs? No.
Well,
No,
so
that's garbage.
I looked it up. So pizza logs are it's just a Buffalo thing. Mozzarella cheese, pepperoni, sometimes pizza sauce, wrapped in an egg roll wrapper, deep fried or air fried until crispy, which look amazing. That I think Steve nailed it when he said when he took that bite, there's not the cheese.
I
that's
want to
hanging
look
out
like
of
I
his
was
mouth.
just captured by Spider-Man. Do you
Right.
understand?
Yeah.
It looks like just a little mozzarella stick covered in some
Yeah.
marinara sauce and deep fried bread.
If I was the Sabres, I'd be like,
what?
delete that shit.
Yeah, you're showing everybody your awful bundle. I guess because it comes in the rink kit thing.
That's cool.
They think they can justify $60 for this.
But if you're gonna do that, see, here's where they went wrong to me. If you're gonna do that with the serving thing, which looks like a hockey rink, don't make the walls of it so high because because when you don't fill it with food, because they didn't, right? This is America, right?
I'm sorry.
Your cup runneth over. You know what I mean? And so the food should be exploding out of that. And
The sauce is not enough. It's
and
not enough sauce.
And the boards are too high, so it makes it look like the food portions are small when they might not be.
It's also not a practical thing to play with.
No,
If
if
I get this thing to take home, I gotta have use for it as well. I can't think of many uses other than like, here's a container for stuff.
the first thing I thought of was I'm going to use that when I go home, and I'm putting hockey cards in it.
Oh, okay.
okay.
There's one. Good
One, two, three. You could fit like maybe 100 cards in there.
Okay. I stand corrected.
But still, the price of it is wild. Like when we
It's
talked about the LA Dodgers one, and they have the Shohei Ohtani Cup, and it's what is it, $80 or something? But that's free refills all year.
Yeah.
All season long, you're going to get that, and it's a pretty cool cup. And it's a cup, so no matter where you go, it's useful.
Yes.
Right?
It has like a metal barrier that slams shut whenever you're outside of the stadium.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past capitalism.
I wouldn't either.
But I just think it's clunky. It's clunky execution. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Also, laying the pizza sticks on their side rather than having them straight up, I think is a mistake. You want to pack those in like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they should be standing up and looking cool.
This is worse.
There's a
there's celery.
version that you can just get celery with it too. Also, not great. Doesn't help. And
The
you can see
photo is
it's
worse.
6 pizza logs.
I mean, how much does
And
pizza
then
log cost?
6
Come on.
wings? Like, so $5 a food item? If my
Yeah.
right?
I'll just get an order of pizza logs then.
Now, there's the experience you get at the time, right? And then there's what you get to take home with you.
Yes.
For $60. So what you get to take home with you is this metal tray and like acute constipation. Like after eating, look at this.
Yep.
You think you'd be constipated after? Wings shouldn't make you constipated.
No, I'm looking at the pizza logs. Or you go very violently in the other direction.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Now, Steve, you're telling me you wouldn't eat pizza logs? That's not what I said. I'd do it.
You have more trouble problems than most, or stomach problems than most.
Yeah, and this is me being considerate of the people sitting next to me. I think about it every now and then. I think of my fellow man when I'm making my food purchases.
Steve does have
at
to
a sporting event.
Steve does have to consider this because he is an Instapooer.
It's
We've
everyone.
talked about that.
Everyone should shut the fuck up. Jesse, how dare you? Scroll back up to that burger.
That burger looks good.
Why isn't that what we're talking about?
What
It
is it?
looks like a fantastic burger.
Yeah, it's a triple decker
Uh,
burger.
Holy
see.
shit!
I think that's the Tomer Bomber. No, that's meatballs.
Isn't it the
Palmer bomber.
Is it the
Do you see
steakhouse
it there?
stack? Steakhouse stack?
Uh,
no, oh, I'm
6-ounce beef fillet, shoestring shot. No, not that one. Return. Oh, there. Yeah, Return of the Dominator. Good eye, Maddie.
My God.
4 burger patties, brisket,
Yes.
bacon, house-made jalapeno peppers, boom boom sauce, American cheese, and ancho barbecue sauce, served with the between 2 pepper jack grilled cheese sandwiches available at level 100.
So Boom Boom sauce, by the way, is a popular creamy, slightly sweet, spicy mayonnaise-based chili sauce.
I
Wow.
would fuck up that burger.
Best part is the little sword.
Yeah. And we talked about the beer sword earlier this year when they released it.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Those sold out. Like, those are gone.
Also, I love that they have a milkshake, by the way, with Tim Hortons Timbits because it is Buffalo after all.
I think my only question is how the hell do you eat it? But like, just give me like a fork.
Yeah,
guess.
I think you'd probably fork it.
You have to take the first one with your hands, though. You have to try it.
you do.
Else, you're like, what are you doing? Stay home.
How?
Stay home.
How?
You try. Like, even if it's completely messy, it goes everywhere, at least you tried for the first bite to hand it.
You know what, Jesse? That's normal nose.
You got to fist that burger, Steve.
For anybody
That's
listening to
normal
this-
nose privilege. Like I would, if I had a burger that big, my nose is going into the second or third layer of that burger.
That's a result of
That's Roman nose privilege for you.
No, that's Roman nose disadvantage.
Yeah, that's true. True.
You know how many times I've gone to give my wife a kiss and poked her in the eye?
You got a little cheese.
It's a horrible existence.
Get a little cheese on your burger. That's just the cost of doing business.
Oh man.
I like it.
Oh,
I like
wow,
it.
what
They've
an
got some
downgrade.
cool stuff. What are these drinks that you're showing off here?
They got different.
You got frosty playoff
They have
drinks.
these at the Jays game.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
Well-
Sabres playoff drinks at the Jays game?
shut up.
I know.
I saw that for $60 and it made me so upset.
That's upsetting.
Not $60.
No, and not worth it. And I think, yeah, you got to fill that with some more food. Guys, come on. How much do chicken wings cost, really? They're like 30 cents a wing, especially the big ones like that. Like, we know the big wings, I'm always suspicious of. I'm like, what did you put in this? Chicken wings are not this big.
I'd buy that. I would buy that. $60, you're off your rocker.
$100 Canadian.
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're crazy. Ooh, Curtis pulled a McKinnon today in Fantasy Stars. I'm thinking about splurging on one for the second round because I don't have one. How much is a McKinnon? Let's see. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. I have Makar, yeah. So there's a McKinnon for 14,000, 18,500, 20,000. Does that say? I thought that said 12,000, and I'm like, oh, I'll buy that right now. It's 120,000 coins. Yeah, you're on drugs. There's one that's 13,000. Do I need to buy it? Do I need to buy that? Do I need to buy that? There's not that many for sale. Maybe. Buy Nietzsche's instead? Nietzsche's. $1,200. Uh-oh. Do I need to do that? Wait, was he good in the first round? I only played 4 games, right? What's the worst that could happen? Do you know who I cheer for? He had 2 assists in 4 games, no goals. Bum. McKinnon had 3 points, even bigger bum. You know what? Why am I overthinking this? There you go. I have Erickson Ek. Drew should be listening to this. Or Drew should have a hot mic. So many of my best players are gone. Especially because of last night. I loaded up on Oilers. I was like, they're going to make it. They're going to beat the Ducks. No problem. Oops. SLS Raptors losing in game 6 a mid-April for the Jays. Leafs probably hiring John Chayka. Why do we even watch sports? Well, I think maybe I should take this opportunity to say SDPN has purchased season seats for the Toronto Tempo. And I need to look at their schedule and figure out which games I want to go to. Maybe they'll be good. Jesus. Just threw my phone everywhere. How was everyone's intermission? I went and got tea. Ginger tea with a couple ginger chews in it. Don't knock it till you try it. It's not gross. It's very good for my voice. Second period. Big letters. Hey, Montreal is going to begin the second period of Game 6 with a nearly full power play. 1 minute and 50 seconds on the clock. Second period is about to begin. Jake Gensel in the box. Jeff Jimmy says 6 beers for Game 6. Go Bolts. Hagel's having a chat with the refs right now. Tampa determined to. Oh yeah. They're getting the next power play. Drew, can you bet on that? Face off at center ice. Cirelli versus Suzuki. Suzuki wins that clean. Montreal back into their own zone. 1:45 to go on this power play. Hudson, Caulfield. Suzuki gains the zone clean. But that passes off target. So McDonough, the Tampa Bay Lightning get rid of it. Dobish out of his net to play it. I have loved Nick Suzuki on the zone entry. Watching a team all season that has no idea what they're doing on the zone entry on the power play, he's a magician. There, look at that. Demidov. Hudson. Oh, one movement. Slafkovsky off target. There's a golden opportunity. Demidov. Hudson. Demidov. On. That makes its way through. I think Vasilevsky stopped it. Hudson. Demidov. Demidov on target. That's broken up and sent down the ice. Sabres up 2-0 in the first period over the Boston Bruins. If the Sabres win tonight, they're through and Boston is done. Hudson gets the entry, gets around Hagel. Almost loses the puck, doesn't. Doc does, though. Try not to give up the breakaway to Cirelli. He just manages to avoid disaster. But here comes Hagel coming in on Bolduc. Hands it off to Cirelli. What a move. Stopped by the feet. The foot of Alex Newhook. Here comes Doc. 15 seconds to go. Doc is hit to the ice by Lilleberg. Oh, almost to give away. Bolduc. This is Tampa attacking 2-on-2. Cirelli tries to get around Matheson. Never mind. He goes to the bench. And Tampa kills off the Jake Gensel penalty. Power plays are going to be so few and far between in this game. So that is a big, big kill for Tampa. Kucherov. Stopped by Bolduc. Down the ice. Dano chasing after this. Radish says, get out of here. Hands it off to Dastu. That's intercepted by Carrier. And Dano tries to get it deep. Stopped by Radish. Up the ice. Dastu. He's been active in this game. On into the glove of Dobish and held on to. 7:35 to go in the second. Do you have any favorite or unfavorite camera angles? Okay, this behind the net camera they're showing right now, I like it for replays, but sometimes I don't think they do it so much during the playoffs, but during the regular season, Sportsnet will experiment with it during live play. And I don't hate experimentation. I don't like it. TNT does it for every power play? I hate it. It's not bad when you get used to it. So that's like, are the Avalanche's games mostly on TNT? Half and half? Dunno. To take this draw against Dominic James. I could see how it would be appealing once you get used to it. Because, like, I don't know, you watch hockey one way for like nearly 4 decades. Old habits die hard. Puck behind Dobish's net. Gooley off the boards. Montreal gets, oh, do they get out of the zone? They play it back. Gooley, Hudson, up the ice for Evans. Hard around. Moser. Evans. Dunno. Montreal banging and crashing. Tampa getting out of harm's way. Tampa with numbers here against Jackeye and Gooley. Montreal's gonna... Oh, Gallagher gets it out. Evans, oh, hits it into the high slot. No one there. Habs want icing. Or no, I think they wanted a high stick there. They're not going to get it either way. Dustu. Up the ice. It's Hagel. Sorelli. Oh, wide open. Shot. Oh, that was Kucherov. And he can't capitalize. Nick Suzuki. He's got a lane. Hands it off to Caulfield. Caulfield shoots into the glove of Vasilevsky, who dropped it, but then covers it up. See, Josh Anderson kind of pulled up there. If he stayed engaged, he might have had a chance at that puck. Kucherov, it's such a good chance. Did you know the step-on trade turned into Josh Doan? I think the step-on trade is Chaika's worst, and it turned into Doan and Ranta had good 2 good seasons. I want to do a John Chaika deep dive at some point. As the 6th best team in the league, the Habs could have to beat the 5th, 4th, and 2nd and 1st place teams to win the cup. This is fine. Yep. What, do you think Bettman has a problem with that or what? Offensive zone draw for the Habs. Oh. I think Tampa won the draw, but the Habs had it. Cernak has it now. Gets out of the zone. Oh, Sorelli trying to sneak behind Montreal. Doesn't work. Suzuki. He falls down. Hagel falls down too. Tampa whiffs on that. Whoop. Cernak gets it over to McDonough. Oh, good play by Suzuki. Anderson. Carrier. Anderson. Caulfield. Oh, off target. I cannot believe a goal hasn't been scored in this game by either team. It's simply impossible. There were 2 penalties right there in any other game in this series, but it's game 6. They ain't calling it. Corrupted says, Steve, please stream the Avs versus Wild. Definitely needs your touch because who else will call out Mikko Lehkonen when he scores a goal? Shut up. We had preliminary conversations about who we're going to stream in round 2. Yeah, I'm attached to the Habs for as long as they're in it. And like if it's Tampa, Buffalo, like maybe. The plan is Montreal until I need to come up with another plan. You know? Dustu. Around. Tampa in their own end. 15:30 still to go in the second here. Paul finds Lilleberg on target, bouncing around, kicked into the corner. Paul, he's just such a factor for the Lightning. When they don't have him, it's really noticeable. Demidov, ooh, good stick, attacking 1-on-2, and he helps. Oh, he almost helped Danault come up with it. Demidov gets it back, cycles it for Danault. Slavkovsky. I'm waiting for the Demidov game. Slav to Danault. Can't get the shot on target. Gooley pinches. Back to the point where there's no one there because you were the guy there. Hudson luckily gets back for it. Habs trying to get right back to work offensively. Tampa has it. Here they come. Radish. Perry. Dobish stops it. Hudson. Around. Jackeye. Turns it over. On. Where is it? Dobish with the save. Oh! Off the line! How? How? And that'll be icing with 14:20 to go in the second. How? ESPN's faceoff angle is directly at the players' asses, says Daniel. Philip Deneau saved a goal. Let's see the sky cam here. He plants his stick there because he's like, just in case. Oh, it's right there. Again, I think they just saw it in the building. How hasn't a team scored? Yeah, they're bowing to him. They're bowing to him. How is this game 0-0? 20 shots, not counting the 2 posts. And how many of them, like the 2 posts and then the gourd wraparound that didn't go in. Here's a shot. That one goes wide. Oh, my goodness. On target. That doesn't make its way through. Hudson's going to lead the rush out. He scampers back, then passes it up as he's hitting to the Tampa bench by Perry. That's an icing against Montreal. 14:02 to go in the second. Deneau is Selke level defensive C. Prove me wrong, says Daniel. It's crazy how much better he is on Montreal than he was on Tampa. Nope. It's crazy how much better he is on Montreal than he was on LA. In the city. Deneau versus Cirelli. Tampa wins it. Radish. Fans on it. Radish. That's into the corner. Hudson trying to get it around for Jackeye. Tired bodies out there from Montreal. And this is going to be the Habs' first penalty of the game. And is it going against Texier or Arbor Jackeye? Looks like Texier. Oh, baby. Hey, Drew. Wish you took that bet, eh? Yeah. Oh, it's a clear high stick. I mean, he like hooks him in the ear. Steve Dangle here on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Does Steve know cap wages generates auto trade trees for every trade? I can't find a similar feature on Puckpedia. You know, part of me wishes I was better at profiting off of stuff. But like, one, I came up with that idea when I was at Sportsnet. And like, I genuinely don't know who owns it. But two, like, isn't it great for hockey? And isn't it great across sports that we just have people doing trade trees and everyone's having fun with it? And like, I think people miss the videos because like I always get messages about it, but people don't miss the concept because they don't have to because everyone does it. I like that. I like that Cap Wages does it. I wish everyone did it. Denise, good luck with the scope. Not fun, but needed. It's more fun than the other one, Denise. This one's just, hey, can you skip breakfast? I'm like, I can skip breakfast. Here, can you chug this jug of laxative and not eat for 24 hours? Sure thing. Sounds great. There's levels to this. First ever penalty with Jackeye that wasn't on him. Tampa Bay Lightning power play. Montreal's penalty kill has been very, very good. But Tampa has gotten some cookies in this series. We know penalties, we know power plays are going to be at a premium in this game. Montreal couldn't take advantage of their opportunity. Can Tampa take advantage of theirs? Looks like Gensel's going to get kicked out of the dot here. So it'll be point against Evans. 4 for 23 on the series is Tampa. Oh, sorry, it's Hagel taking the draw, and he wins it. Radish, Gensel, down low for point. Kucherov, wham! Oh, someone's stick blew up. It's Evans. Gensel, Habs in trouble here. Lot of time left. Hagel whiffs on it, almost loses it. Evans could have taken advantage if he had a stick. And the Lightning lose the zone. Evans is going to go and get a stick. He grabs it. He scampers back. Here come the Lightning. Kucherov is picked off. And Montreal is going to try to attack. New hook. Evans. Carrier. Shot. That's off target. Evans just cycling it around to waste time. Good kill so far. Minute 15 left, though. 13 minutes to go in the second. Radish almost has it stolen off him. Gets it to point. Entry, Gensel. Kucherov. Gensel. Kucherov. Gensel. Gensel. Kucherov. Kucherov. Gensel. Oh, they can't get it to point. And Montreal clears it down the ice. 50 seconds left to kill. Vasilevsky out of the way to play it. Out of the net to play it. Radish. If the game is 4-3, it'll be a score palindrome series, says Daniel. I love getting caught up on weird things. Offside against Tampa. 37 seconds left in this kill. 12:22 to go in the second period. That's a great interception there from Newhook. Something Montreal has done so well all series long. This is going to be a faceoff just outside the Montreal zone. Nick Paul versus Jake Evans. .53 shot attempts in the series for Nikita Kucherov, the broadcast said. Gonsalves, Tampa has it. They get it around. James keeps it alive. Destu, Gonsalves, Destu. On, deflected, doesn't make its way through. Montreal off the glass and all the way down the ice. Perfectly placed too. Vasilevsky can only play it behind his net. 12 seconds to go on this Tampa power play. Paul. James. Knocked down. Paul. Can't get the puck to settle down. Hudson, and the penalty has been killed. Hudson sends it all the way down the ice. Why is Vasilevsky playing that? That would have been icing, wouldn't it? The penalty was over. 11:33 to go in the second. Shots 12-10 for Tampa. Score 0-0. Destu up the ice. Yanni Gourde should already have a goal in this game. That one's missing the net. Slav. Ooh, he's having trouble getting rid of this. Suzuki helps him out. Cernak didn't know where the puck was. Tampa regains the zone. Bjorkstrand after it. Loud ole, ole, ole chants with the puck in the defensive zone. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off. Caulfield can't clear it. Hudson does. Ooh, but not deep, though. Great play by Girgensons. Carrier and Gourde battling for it. Gourde turns it over. Slav. Caulfield lost the handle and gets it deep as that line changes, except for Suzuki, who's putting pressure on Moser. Moser up the ice. Turned around. Tampa's got a re-rack. They regain the zone, but turn it over to Dobish. Gooley, Matheson. Anderson! Or Doc! Doc! Oh, he can't get the pass through! Vasilevsky's knocked over. He gets reset. Texier, so good in the series. Although he did take that penalty earlier in this game. That one's stopped by Vasilevsky. He doesn't know where the puck is. Bodies in Vasilevsky's crease as Tampa breaks out. Here comes Moser. Hands it back to Kucherov. Kucherov cross ice, moving it well. Lilleberg can't bury it. Cannot believe there hasn't been a goal. Cannot believe. And this is going to be a partial break. New Hook, or rather Texier, the 15 and 85. Can't handle it, so he's offside. Wow. Oh, Doc just couldn't sauce it over Radish. Hagel might have saved a goal there. Ooh. Hope he didn't hurt his knee or his ankle. Steve Dangle here. Jeez Louise. On the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. How's our like situation? Is it good? It's probably not enough. It's never enough. We got 2,300 people in here right now. Daniel D. Montreal's Metro has 4 Habs doing station announcements. Slav, Dobish, Texier, and Hudson. Caulfield and Suzuki should do it too because all original 4 are on fire. This isn't a Leafs thing. This is a Toronto thing. Can you imagine us doing something that cool? What does outside the Bell Center look like, Drew? You just put it on the screen? Okay, sorry, I can't see it yet. Holy no, that's not AI? This is the first round. This is the first round of the playoffs. Yeah, good thing. Yeah. Oh, can you take off his collar? Oh, you did? Thank you. You wanted puppy. You get puppy. Oh, no. Mum. Oh, his tongue went in my mouth. Mwah. This is Max. Hello, Maxie. Hello. Oh, victory puppies. Le chien de victoire. Allez. Allez, Montréal. Oh. Bonjour, je m'appelle Max. Maxime, le puppy victoire. He's the Leafs victory puppy. How dare you? All right, the game's back on. That's all the Max you get. Thank you. Associate producer, Mrs. Dangle. Thank you. Oh, you being a good boy? Has he had an accident recently? Oh, kill it. You're doing a great job. You're killing it. No, not kill the dog. Jesus, Drew. He's killing it. No. Oh my God. You're awful. You are awful. Sedin Magic sent 10 SDPN memberships, and Bob the Cat sent 5 SDPN memberships. Can you? Montreal must lose this series. No Canadian team can win the cup before the Leafs. Lose, Montreal lose, says Dan. I have terrible news. We're going to be waiting forever if we keep waiting. So let's just have someone do it and move on with our lives. Gifted 10 gifted subs in honor of my brand new nephew who arrived this morning. Hey, congratulations. Here comes Tampa. What a defensive stick from Hudson, who then sends it up the ice. Anderson. Oh, they're calling it offside. 8:55 to go in the second period. Drew, can you believe there hasn't been a damn goal? I cannot. 708 likes, by the way. That's poo. I just gave you max content. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. Shots 12-11 for Tampa. 8:55 to go in the second. Face off in the Montreal zone. Tampa is winning the faceoff battle so far tonight, 13-10. My heart genuinely stopped when you said kill it. Okay. I think I need to choose my words a little more carefully. I meant to say keep killing it. Yeah. Oh, well. Habs get out of their zone. Cirelli. Chernak. Into the feet of McDonough. Gets out of the zone. Hagel cross ice for Kucherov, who's looked real dangerous. Whoa, gets around Caulfield. Hands it off. Shot. That's stopped by Dobish. Kucherov in front. Matheson stops that. Suzuki gets it out. Where is it? It's in the neutral zone. Here comes Hagel. Is Max's full government Maximus or Maximilian? Maximus. How many likes for you to not kill the victory puppy? 0. Wait, no, I'm doing this wrong. 5,000. Dastu. Hagel. Lightning from the point. That goes high. 7:53 to go in the second period. Puck is out of play. Vasilevsky has activated his elimination game magic. Maybe. Where's it been the past few years, but maybe. Kucherov with a little smirk on the bench. Face off in the Montreal zone. Both men go down. That was James and Danault. Lightning have it behind the net. Now in the corner, Lilleberg being shadowed there by Struble. He goes down. Gallagher gets sit out of the zone. Down the ice from Jackeye. Tampa. Do you see them campaigning for the icing call? Biggest litigators in the league, man. Bjorkstrand. Here comes Gonçalves. Tampa with numbers here. This looks dangerous. James on. Stopped by Dobish. 7:17 to go in the second. Lightning from the point. No, that was Destu. Is that what I said? I'm having a hard time keeping track of all the apparently stupid things I say. Richard, what would you trade in exchange for McDavid? It might be easier to say what I wouldn't. System of a Down in Le Centre Bell. I think the McDavid trade talk is very premature, but this is an extremely important offseason. Face off in the Montreal zone. This is going to be Doc against Paul. Is Doc getting kicked out? He's getting kicked out. He doesn't like that he's getting kicked out. Bulldog is going to take this against Paul. This would be a big winger win, and it is the smoothest, cleanest face-off win for Paul ever. That's a stop from Dobish that goes wide. Paul has Hudson shadowing him. Gooley in a battle in front of the net. Back to the point. Shot. That goes off target. 7 minutes to go in the second. Texier, whoop, lost the puck a little bit there. Shovels it out. It's in the neutral zone. Tampa gets it deep. Montreal has decent support there. Oh, Gergenson's puck bouncing around. Doc gets rid of it. Hudson gets away from Gergensons. Plays it behind him to Gooley. Up the ice. Here comes Montreal. 2-on-1. Clean. Stopped by Vasilevsky. That was Bolduc. Oh, boy. Tampa tried to catch Montreal on a line change. Very nearly works. Oh, swatted away from danger. Tampa still has it. Maybe the danger hasn't gone anywhere. It's behind the Montreal net. Carrier still fighting for it. Evans. Can he get out? He does. One hands it. And Texier gets it down the ice. He's been out there quite a while. Anderson giving chase. Would you trade Max for McDavid? No. We've had him for a week and have grown quite attached. Destu into the glove of Dobish and held on to 5:49 to go in the second period. What a game. What a game. What a game. Is this commercial break? This is giving commercial break vibes. It is. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. Butcher, man, this is good hockey. I've been telling you. I've been telling everyone all series long. Diane sent 5 SDPN memberships. Merci beaucoup. Alex Tuck scores 3:25 into the first. And then Matthias Samuelsson gets one at 12:26 of the first period. Tage Thompson, a pair of assists, both secondary. But if you're a fantasy holder like me, who cares? Buffalo takes a 2-0 lead into the second period. Boston has both penalties so far in this game. Buffalo out shooting them 12-6. Everything's coming up Buffalo. But Drew, elimination game, Boston's taken both penalties so far. What can we reasonably assume? Buffalo's going to go on the penalty kill in the second period. Yeah. Knowing Ken Holland. Oh, never mind. Retracted. We have trivia at second intermission. Actually, I need to rearrange some things on my phone. Round 1 pop quiz. And, Steven. Our prize for trivia. First prize gets a Montreal Canadiens Lululemon belt bag. We got some good prizes, man. We got some good prizes these playoffs. 5:49 to go in the second shot. 16-12 for Tampa. Score 0-0. Face off between Evans and Cirelli. Cirelli wins that. Boy, Tampa has really done a good job in the face-off dot tonight. Radishon. Dobish plays that into the corner. Hagel. Moser on. That's deflected. That's blocked. Holy cow. Tampa throwing everything in the net here. Hagel. Radish. On. That's blocked. All of that, and I don't know if any of them even made it through to Dobish. Matheson. Kucherov fighting for it. Well, watch the penalty. Carrier. Kucherov wants a penalty there. And he had an argument. Carrier going right at it with Kucherov. Now here comes Montreal. Anderson. Caulfield. Demidov has it in the neutral zone. Gets it to Hudson. Down the ice. Suzuki. Created a turnover for a sec, but here comes Kucherov. Deep in his shift here. Turns it over to Gooley, who gets it to Hudson. Slav, what a move! Into the corner. Disappointing result for him. That was a good move. Gord. Is that icing? Ref says no. Hudson. Or linesman says no. Hudson up the ice. Gooley. Suzuki. Vasilevsky playing it behind his net. He had Caulfield sneaking in behind him. Turnover created by Suzuki. Falls down. Gets back up. Helps get it to the point. Jack-eye! Stopped by Vasilevsky. They can't hold the line there. But that'll be, oh, you know what? That'll be icing and an opportunity for the Habs to take advantage of a tired Lightning group. So not playing it at the line might have been the move there. Jack-Eye can rip it, eh? Wow! Drew, did you happen to catch the speed on that? I didn't. Yeah, okay. 3:51 to go in the second. Still 0-0. Tampa comes up with the puck off the draw, and they get it deep enough to change. Dobish to Jack-Eye. Up the ice, Gallagher. Oop, flub pass. Here comes Tampa. Bjorkstrand. Oh, what a move! Goes around. He's taken down. Dastu. Oh, is Tampa offside right now? He fumbled it at the blue line. Gallagher. Back to Jack-Eye. New hook. Oh! Airmails it to the neutral zone. Gallagher bulldogs it across the blue line. Danault drives the net, goes around, bumps into Gallagher. And we got a whistle for a slash. Montreal going to the power play. Wow. 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 Dastu going to the box. Boy, he's been a factor in this game. That was 99 from Jack-Eye. Where's the slap? Oy. And you whack right on the knee. I've never taken a penalty in organized hockey, Drew. Not enough puck battle. No, you're absolutely right. Montreal power play. They're second of the game. They wasted their first opportunity. What do they do with this one? Tampa sends them chasing after it. So, Steve and I am going for full shoulder reconstruction next Friday. It's going to be a journey. I will still be tuning in when I can to SDPN. Butcher, we're going to be thinking of you. Stay comfy. Caulfield. Slaff. Caulfield down low. Hudson. Caulfield. Hudson. Caulfield. Down low to Suzuki. Suzuki on! That's off target and out of play. 1:20 to go on this power play. 2:25 to go in the second. Our Bruce Rye says, Allez Montréal, allez Montréal. Wi-Fi slapper should be called gigabit internet. Okay. Are we still calling him that? Because I remember we were all like, it's a great nickname. And apparently he doesn't like it. And if he doesn't like it, I don't know if we should use it. Face off. Habs come up with it. Hudson. Suzuki. Suzuki has to change plans. Gets it to Slav. Hudson. Slav. Suzuki. Caulfield. Out of reach. Tampa clears it down the ice off. One of those guys should have shot it, man. Habs power play is too much perimeter. Has success when moving it, says Gus Galloway. Suzuki, Demidov, around. Oh boy, I think there must have been a miscommunication there. Oh, Demidov holds the line. Habs shot. Stopped by Vasilevsky. Caulfield trying to win the battle with his feet. Slaff in there to help. Lilleberg, Gergensons. Gergensons has had a very effective game. Slaff finally frees it. Under 30 seconds to go on this power play. Hudson. Caulfield. Suzuki. Demidov! Robbed! Robbed! By Vasilevsky! Oh my gosh! Ma parole! Holy! How? Oh my God, he robbed him twice. Once with the toe, once with the glove. Bink. Rebound. Boink. Oh my gosh. What a sequence of saves. That is vintage Vasilevsky. Jeff Gordon, guest of the most recent episode of Agent Provocateur, can't believe it either. 1:25 to go in the second, 19 seconds still to go on this Montreal power play. Doc getting kicked out of another draw. Texier is going to take this one. Tampa wins it. Cernak. Tampa gets rid of it. Now, yeah, Dobish can't get to it fast enough. Matheson is going to rush it up, try to get possession in the offensive zone before Destu gets back on the ice. Penalties officially over. Texier, Doc. Carrier is on the ice now. On! That doesn't make its way through. Bolduc, final minute of play of the second period. Still 0-0 by some miracle. Texier hits, but makes the play. Down low. Doc! Stopped by Vasilevsky. Doc. Matheson. That's blocked by Destu. Matheson. On! That doesn't make its way through. The puck is still loose. Bolduc. Carrier. Matheson passes a little off target. Tampa loses, or rather Montreal loses the zone. Now here comes Matheson with 20 seconds to go. Oh, tried to do it all himself. Tampa will get it out. Good support there, knowing Matheson was jumping up. Carrier, what do they do with the rest of this period? Evans. Shot! Vasilevsky, one more save before the end of the second period. Magic. Vasilevsky elimination game magic. I agree. Habs need to give up on clean goals. Tip it always. Well, the clean goals definitely ain't going in. You're not wrong. That was Danault, I think, on the backhand. Oh, how is this game 0-0? Unbelievable. What did I say before the game? 3-2? What an idiot. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends that we're playing trivia right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now. It's a round one pop quiz using previously asked questions from previous round one trivia. First place gets a Montreal Canadiens Lululemon belt bag. Second and third place get a Spark and SDPN mini stick. Everyone else, 15% off at the SDPN shop. Literally, if you finish last place, you get 15% off at the SDPN shop. You get points by being right. You got to be right. And you got to be fast. That's it. You got to be more right than your opponent. And you got to be more fast than your opponent. What's it going to be, folks? And by the way, while you wait for us to set this up, please click like. How dare you? Boucher, they gave Vas Flintstone vitamins for sure. 100%. And nothing else. Mud Buddy 29. Welcome, welcome, and thank you. What primordial god did Vasi pray to this morning? Dang, what a goalie. Dude, when he dials, there's no one like him. Absolutely no one like him. Drew, you ready? Oh, okay, we're letting people log in. Link is in the description. Link is in the chat. We have the QR code on the screen, too, if you're extra lazy. QR codes are one of those things. I was like, why does everything need? Why does everything? And then I started using it, and I'm like, it's far more convenient. I wish I wasn't so old about this. By the way, you killed the man, but not the idea. Last year was what was the song that they played every 5 seconds? Yeah, now I can't remember it. Neither can you. That's crazy. My brain keeps telling me not. Okay. Oh, lay it on the line. Lay it on the line. Lay it on the line. This year's is it won't go. There's and it won't go. And it won't go. And it won't go. And I don't know. Just Jimmy. Vasi got to show why he's a Vezina candidate. What a hell of a series. So much respect for the Habs. They will be a problem for years, and I'm happy we're in a tight series with a strong young team, says Just Jimmy. Drew, are you ready to lay it on the line? Cinq, quatre, trois, deux, un. Cole Caulfield led the Canadiens in scoring this season with 50 goals. True or false? I had to burp the whole time I was asking that. Only 36% of you got this right the first time. False! Give the guy credit. He scored 51. 32% of you got it right this time. We've done this before. Fail. Who is the Tampa Bay Lightning's all-time leading scorer? A. Vinny Lecavalier. B. Nikita Kucherov. C. Martin St. Louis. D. Steven Stamkos. And you got time. The answer, D. Steven Stamkos, 1,137 points. Kucherov only 13 behind him. I'm amazed he's behind him. Drew, are you moving me? Whoa. Whoa. The H in Montreal Canadiens in their logo stands for hockey. True or false? Only 30% of you got this right the first time. True. It does not stand for habitant. That's a myth. 37%. That's more. This is evil. This skilled Czech put up 100 points for the Bruins in 25-26. A. David Pastrnak. B. David Pastrnak. C. David Pastrnak. D. David Pastrnak. You just got to spell it right. 75% of you got this right the first time. So this should be a slam dunk. C. David Pastrnak. I always get tripped up by the fact that there's no like E or anything. It's just Pastrnak. 76% of you got it. There you go. You beat it. The Bell Center is the largest capacity hockey arena in the world. True or false? 60% of you got this right the first time. It is the largest in the NHL, so it's false. St. Petersburg SKA Arena has the Bell Center beat by nearly 1,400 seats. 72% of you got it right. Market improvement. This Finnish blue liner wears an A for the Dallas Stars. A. Miro Heiskanen. B. Miro Heiskanen. C. Miro Heiskanen. D. Miro Heiskanen. 18% of you got this right the first time. A. Miro Heiskanen. No umlauts. No fancy punctuation, just letters. 54% of you got it right. Okay, so that left mental scars. Good job, Justin. Which original six team did the Lightning debut against on October 7th, 1992? The New York Rangers, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Montreal Canadiens, or the Chicago Blackhawks? Only 20% of you got this right the first time. The Chicago Blackhawks. The Lightning beat the Blackhawks in their NHL debut by a score of 7-3. This 6'4" defender led the Canadiens in penalty minutes this year. Arbor Jackeye, Florian Jackeye. 72% of you got this right the first time, and that's his jersey number. That's actually insane. The answer is B, Arbor Jackeye, the way that it is spelled on the screen. So who do we got? 69% of you got it right. That's less, but it's still nice. So, okay, Dylan won, but he is a repeat winner. And we have a 30-day rule that I hope Dylan is aware of. So the prize goes to Dean, meaning the mini sticks go to Dylan and Rory. Dylan's still getting a mini stick, and Rory. Okay, got it. Wow. Wow, what a hurricane of emotion there. You win the Montreal Canadiens Lululemon belt bag. Folks, this game is tied after 2. Can we just talk about that? Mevo, Jackeye is at home in a game like tonight, free to demolish anyone. This is the best he's looked, I will say. Zudi says the game. The book by Ken Dryden. Hab should replace the Captain C with the logo. I feel like that's a cool idea that would look like crap in practice. Yeah, it's a cool idea. It's a cool idea, but it would look like crap in practice. That's a good like beer league idea. Drew, what are we doing? What are we? Oh wow, geez, we recorded this today. You are fast. Here's myself, Adam Wild, and Jesse Blake on today's Steve Dangle podcast, talking about the aftermath of the Edmonton Oilers being eliminated by the Anaheim Ducks.
I think you have 2 kicks at the can with Connor McDavid, and you play it out the next 2 seasons. You better win a Stanley Cup, and then at the end of that extension, it's a sign and trade if you don't have a Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
That's how I say. That's why I agree with Steve, where it's Stanley Cup or bust. I don't think it's going to be on the Oilers to ever trade McDavid. I don't think
they're never going to initiate.
I don't think you come to that conclusion in February and you're like, oh, we got to make a trade. I think you just take your chances with the playoffs that year. But if it looks like that they are a second rounded out or a first rounded out the next 2 years, then it's his tenure's done in Edmonton. I think he's about the Cups.
We looked at this series in this playoffs. We looked at it like, okay, whoever the Oilers play, we almost like we overlooked all aspects of the matchup and just went, it's the Oilers. They don't deserve that benefit of the doubt. And McDavid agrees. Like it, you know, maybe I'm extrapolating, putting words in his mouth a little bit. When he talks about boy, he couldn't have said the word PK more times. I don't know who runs their PK, but I'd be packing my shit. I think there's going to be huge changes to the coaching staff, but he talks about this is an average team. Who assembled it? Who assembled this average team? They weren't an average team last year.
You really think they should fire him?
Who, Bowman?
Bowman, yeah.
Yes!
Okay. Like you would get rid of if you were in charge, if you were in CEO of Edmonton Oilers Entertainment, you're firing Stan Bowman today.
Yes, and I sleep like a baby, and it's the easiest decision I've made.
Wow.
But you got to find someone then to replace him, and who is that?
Jeff, you take over the friggin' duties until I can find someone.
Jeff was the one that lost them Broberg and Holloway.
Then maybe he should watch his ass too.
So, because Jeff did his job. They hired Jeff to keep Connor. They kept Connor. So Jeff did his job.
All Doug Armstrong did was do what people have been asking for a long time, which is made the offseason interesting and offered an offer sheet. But it was practical. Like, okay, they can't defend themselves from this.
Yep.
We can afford this. They're in our conference, so fuck them. And we have an opportunity to get two really good players. And guess what? The Blues are not a very good team, but Broberg and Holloway have been spectacular for them.
Yep. And I think Holloway struggled with injuries this year, but he was still good when he was playing.
Yeah, and when he was playing, he was making less than $3 million.
Mm-hmm. And Broberg making $4 million, and he's worth it. Right shot defenseman could have used that.
So that's bad. The Trent Frederick trade and then extension.
I was for the Trent Frederick thing, I have to say. Not the
I was
extension,
too.
for the trade. I was like, man, he was really effective in Boston.
Yeah,
he was.
The
And
extension was a disaster.
Yeah, nobody said, yay, that's good. Nobody.
I tried to, in the video when he signed, I tried to be like, here's how it could be good. And I think he scored 18 goals and 17 goals with Boston, then had a really down year because of injury. But I'm like, okay, if he returns to that average, boom, right off the bat, this trade is worth it. It's good to have this player on the roster. Disaster. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, like, we're not being hard enough on the Jarry stuff. We said it at the time. That was an all-in move. This goalie took us to back-to-back cup finals and gave us some pretty good hockey in there. Also gave us some pretty bad hockey, but he gave us some pretty good hockey. You sold low on him, bought high on Jarry. It's a goalie making less on an expiring deal for a goalie making more on a deal with term, and it was a complete and utter disaster. I
to the point where apparently the Oiler players, the big guys, were calling him out in practice.
Like,
which is a thing that's followed him around, by the way.
Every GM, yes, it is. Every GM is going to make bad deals, even the best ones.
Yep.
This one should do it.
31 GMs said they don't want Tristan Jarry when he was available for free a year earlier from the Pittsburgh Penguins. And he
puts 3 good months together, and all of a sudden that changes.
The Edmonton Oilers saw
it was like
a couple weeks of really good hockey, and they sent out Kulak, who you mentioned before, a second-round pick, and the goalie that took him to the Stanley Cup Finals a couple years in a row. It's one of the worst trades we have on history because at the end of the day, Connor Ingram was in net.
Yeah.
Wasn't even the guy you sent out the assets for. He couldn't even start for you.
That deal was good. The Ingram one. Like that
Free.
was
Ingram.
the risk that you took. All right.
We'll take him, start him in Bakersfield.
But
Worked out.
That is a swing out of your shoes type of move from Bowman, and he completely whiffed. He believed 14 games played, a 9-3-1 record, and a 909. That's what Jarry had in Pittsburgh. And he goes 9-6-2, somehow still above 500. Mm-hmm. This team should want to win the cup because he was above 500 with an 858. Why did you get dressed? 858 and a shutout? When? How? You put on your equipment? You spent all that time putting on your equipment to give us a 958. The Frederick move, like, okay, they're a capped out team. That's been one of their biggest challenges. Mm-hmm. Whiff.
Yep. Roslovic had a good regular season. I think he had 1 assist and he hit a crossbar last night.
Yeah, he hit a crossbar last night. I'm not even gonna like Roslovic.
But you need those guys like what Connor Brown was for them.
Yeah.
For a couple of years. You need those guys down in the lineup to be that.
But
right?
like it's a much smaller sin. Mm-hmm. You need to spend every dollar so carefully. Mangiapane was a big swing for you in free agency. Yeah. Fart. Frederick was a big swing for you in terms of trading for him and then extending him. Fart. Jarry was a massive swing for you. Massive. And the savings you got on Connor McDavid for the next 2 years are now mitigated by the fact that you have Jarry for the next 2 years. Stan Bowman, He should be fired before the end of the show. What are we all talking about? He's damned this team. And he's going to have the offseason of his life to bring them back to heaven.
Ken Holland made some bad moves in Edmonton, but he made some good ones. Hyman, great signing. Ekholm, great trade.
Wallman,
great trade.
Third period. Game 6. Habs Lightning. Somehow, some way, no goals yet. Puck is at center ice. Someone drop it. Puck is dropped. Suzuki wins the opening draw of this 0-0 third period. Tampa gets it deep. Dobish plays it to Hudson. Shot 17-16 for Montreal. Montreal had a bunch of shots there at the end of the second period. Habs lose the zone. Vasilevsky settles it down for McDonough. Did you notice during the last Lightning PK, Gord took a face-off with his stick flipped? I did not notice that. Hagel. Cross-ice shot from Kucherov. That's wide of the net. He got a lot on that, though. Danault gains center. Sends it deep. Vasilevsky out of the net to play once again. Demidov fighting for the puck. Hagel comes up with it. Drew says this feels like Vasilevsky's shutout game, right? That's just Drew trying to get out of overtime. Mud Buddy, to answer your question, I don't know if Gord's been doing that the whole time, but I have seen it more and more. I've noticed it. I noticed it a few times during the regular season. And maybe it's just something I've just never really noticed. I think that's going to be, yes, icing against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Rusty Mitchell, back-to-back fourth-place finishes hurts less now that I can't win Spark Trivia again until next month. Anderson with a big ol' hit on Hagel. Offensive zone draw for Montreal. New hook. Habs win that back, but they lose the zone. Jack-Eye has to catch up to it. He's got Gord bearing down on him. He breaks out. Passes it off. Gallagher steals it. Drives. Shot. Oh, what a chance for Montreal. They still have the zone. Gallagher. Picked off by Gord. Gord is hit by Gallagher. Tampa's finally going to get it out. Lilleberg, he's had a good game. Big hit. Lilleberg is sandwiched. He's got Gallagher in there too. Is that a Galley chant? Doc. Pinned to the boards by Braden Point. Perry in there to help. Bolduc in there to help. Habs lose the zone, but Hudson has it. Cross ice, and Montreal is just going to fling this in. Vasilevsky plays it. McDonough, his 100th playoff game as a member of the Lightning, says Chris Cuthbert. That's incredible. Gonçalves taken down by Hudson. Oh, that was labeled, but it's picked off, and it's going to be a rush for Montreal. Texier shoots. Oh, off the outside of the post. 3 minutes gone here in the third period. Suzuki creates a turnover off Braden Point. Oh, he's knocked down. Almost gets it to Slav. Where is it? It's still loose. Slav poking away at it, and we get a whistle. 16:47 to go in the third. The Bruins are on the board, by the way. Buffalo's still holding on to a 2-1 lead. Oh, Gallagher. Like, It's unreal how good he's been since being randomly plopped into the series in Game 5. The Sabres still have the only power plays in that game, 3-0. Oh, I'm sure if Boston loses, they're going to be normal about that one. That would have been an absolutely insane assist for Suzuki. Montreal wins the ozone draw. Matheson behind the net. Anderson gets to it. Kucherov. Oh, that was almost a 2-on-1 for Tampa. Oh, what a pass by Demidov. Finds Anderson. Cross ice for no one. Kucherov turns that over in the... Oh, Sorelli right into the face of Carrier. That would have been a penalty in game 1. Is it game 1? It is not. How many 2-on-1s have the Habs had? Like tonight? Yeah, but like a lot of them have been... I would say they've had like 2 true 2-on-1s. A lot of them have been like messy and broken and partial, and you know what I mean? Still, you're right. This game has had pace, I think is what you're getting at. Lightning flip it into the Montreal zone. Gouli, Hudson, up the ice. Slavkovsky into the feet of Suzuki. Now he's got to chase after it, trying to get around Cernak. Easier said than done. Caulfield gets it to the point. It's Gouli. Gouli on! That's blocked away by Vasilevsky. Puck is still very much in play. No one knew where it was. Caulfield. The puck made a loud bang off the boards. I don't think anyone could hear it over the crowd. Bjorkstrand tries to poke it around for Moser. Slavkovsky jamming the body in there. Cernak now comes up with it. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. Hudson bats it down to keep it onside. Oh, one-timer. Oh, Slavkovsky had a chance to score this game's first goal. Hudson shoots. That's wide. Vasilevsky might have got a piece of that. Gouli turns it over. Clean break. Shot. Stopped by Dobish. Is this going to be a penalty shot? It's not. That is a penalty. Gensel wants the penalty shot. I think he's right. Got to see the replay. Oh, because he got a clear shot off? Oh, Slav. That's a... So Gouli drew a penalty early in this game. Oh, boy. I don't know. That's Dobish's biggest stop of the night, bar none. And now third period of game 6 in a 0-0 game. That is going to be a long sit for Caden Gouli, even if it's short. Tampa 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. They didn't get a shot on goal. Scrum draw in the Hab zone. Tampa comes up with it. Braden Point has it behind the Montreal net. Kucherov down low for Gensel. Gensel can't find his man. Radish bats it down. Kucherov down low for Gensel. Carrier staples his man to the boards. Newhook can't catch up to that shot. That goes away. Kucherov. Gensel. He's got Hagel at the side of the net. Hagel. He's got no one on him. Gensel. I wonder if they go back to that. Kucherov. I think they're going to go back to that, and Hagel's going to shoot. Radish goes wide. Hagel. Gensel. Kucherov. That doesn't get on target. Still more than half a power play to go here. Kucherov spins off. Gensel. Kucherov. Can't get that through. Oh, Habs can't clear it. Gensel. Kucherov. Gensel. Shot off the post and cleared away from Kucherov. Do they clear the zone? They do. Oh, my goodness. Gensel gains the zone. Kucherov is turned away by Newhook. 38 seconds left to kill for Montreal. Point. Fans up in arms. Evans loses his stick. It's not broken, though. He picks it back up. Radish. Shot from Kucherov. Stop by Dobish. There's a rebound. Oh! One of the Lightning players high stick right in the face. I don't think they're going to call it. Braden Point got a follow through right in the face. And they're not going to call it. 10 seconds to go on this power play. Here comes Dominic James. Gets it deep. Can't center it. Hudson can't get rid of it. Shot from Destu. Doesn't make its way through. And Gooley gets it to, oh, maybe a break for Anderson. Shot. Stopped by Vasilevsky. Here comes Tampa now. Gonsalves. James. Shot. Stopped by Dobish. How hasn't there been a goal in this hockey game? Yeah, I'm not sure about the follow-through call either, Drew. Braden Point got it right in the jaw. Let's see if we get a replay. I saw it like in my peripheral, right off the inside of the post. Boy, oh boy, Matheson whacks at it and is frankly nowhere close to the puck. And he just hits Point right in the jaw with the shaft of his stick. As we go to commercial timeout. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. How's everyone's vocal cords? Raspy, or is that just me? How does follow through work in the rules? So, pretty sure you got to get the puck. And Matheson did not. That is just, it's not a missed call. Stop letting refs off the hook. They made the active decision to not call that. The mythical good 0-0 hockey game. Dude, this has been a fantastic hockey game. Jared, either maximum pain or maximum joy. No in between. Steve, let's see the puppy again. He is 10 weeks old. You leave Maximus alone. What a game. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Please click like. Please click subscribe. Please tell all your friends. And Brandon Hagel losing his mind on the refs. Kucherov, not happy. Gallagher yipping in there. Is he bleeding? Oh, he is bleeding. It's just a straight up 4-minute call that they didn't make. What, like dripping blood. There's no excuse. It's calling it a follow through. He didn't touch it. He tries. Like, does it matter if you try and you miss? He did go for the puck, and he was closer than I thought, but he didn't touch it. Bob the Cat, do you think that the last power play, or do you think that's the last power play of the game, barring a delay of game? No. 12:29 to go in the third. I said 3-3, and it's 2-2. Oh, turnover. Oh, stop by Dobish. Tampa makeup power play, you think? Hagel, you can't give Montreal a power play before you give Tampa one. You can't. Anderson, Josh Anderson drives. Stopped by Vasilevsky. Anderson's been sniffing this third period. Exactly 12 minutes to go in the third here. Radish. Hagel. Kucherov. Stopped by Dobish. Kucherov can't handle that pass. A little off target. Vasilevsky well out of his net. Dominic James. Picked off by Bolduc. Here come the Habs. Bolduc shoots. Stopped by Vasilevsky on the blocker. Gosh, he's been sharp. One of the Habs lost his glove. He's putting it back onto the back check. That's Texier. Big hit. Tampa can't get the shot off. Holy cow, what a derby. Up the ice. It's Gouli joining the rush. Him and Lilleberg battling. Those are two big humans. Oh, Dastu gives the lumber to Gouli. They're not calling it, are they? Bjorkstrand hands it off. Gonçalves can't get the shot through. Still battles, stays with it. Gonçalves has it. Stick slashed out of his hand. They're still not calling it. 10:50 to go in the third. Battle in the corner for the puck. Sorelli comes out with it. Cernak trying to get it off Bolduc. Bolduc clears the zone. Sent down the ice. Vasilevsky. Part of 60.1 is a player is permitted accidental contact with an opponent if the act is committed as a normal windup or follow through of a shooting motion, says Daniel D. I need the Freege tweet. We need the Freege tweet. Where's the CJ tweet? Slavkovsky through the neutral zone. Slav into the feet of Caulfield. Slav goes and gets it back. Now here comes Tampa. Carrier has to go back quick. Radish has the puck swatted away from him. And now Slav is going to try to get a lane here. He's in a battle with Perry. Perry maybe saving a goal there. Matheson. It's handed off. Suzuki at the point. On. That's deflected well high of the net. McDonough. Perry. To Hagel. Hagel is hit. But Matheson gets the worst of it. 9:30 to go in the third. Matheson. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. Habs through the neutral zone. Evans. Battles for it. Is he going to get some help from his line mates here? Here comes Point through the neutral zone. Tampa gets it deep. Dobish out of his net to play it. Gouli flips it into the neutral zone. New Hook trying to get to the bouncing puck. Moser gets there first. Nice passing in the neutral zone. Here comes Demidov. He's going 1-on-5. Demidov backhands that wide. Just saw a video of Nyes at the Raptors game crushing a beer. I saw that too. Stopped at the line by Nick Paul. Nick Paul spins, fires. Dobish, there's a rebound. How didn't Moser bury that? Incredible. This game is still 0-0. Dobish knocked over. Struble and Moser going at it. Neither of them has a helmet. Cernak and Anderson going at it. Oh, is anyone going to get put in the box here? Sedin Magic. It's the third period of an elimination game. I guarantee you they're not calling anything else. Why? Because it's not a league. No, the refs are going to do their favorite right now, which is, see, we call penalties, and it's going to be coincidental. Bob the Cat, who gets the first goal of this game? I'm going with Caulfield. I'm sticking to my Demidov pick. I was almost absolutely disgusting from, oh my God. He went against the entire Tampa team. How didn't Moser, he doesn't even touch the puck. Oh my gosh. As we go to commercial break. I have subscribed. I tried to tell all my friends, but now my mom-in-law just thinks it's Marilyn's boys show. Friggin' tried, bud. That's okay. That's okay. There's a few people who are probably new to the channel who are like, Steve's mom's name is Marilyn? No. Stick around. There's lore. Yes, NHL fan, I can shout you out. Holy cow. No sport matches this. You know, I cheer for a really stupid team. And sometimes they make me think this is stupid. No, I'm not shouting you out, Justin. Oh, shoot. But man, good no dog in the fight hockey is crazy. This first round has been great. I've been watching a lot. A lot. Okay, so you know what I have this spring that I have every spring, but there's no Leafs? I don't know if the camera picks it up, but if I close my eyes really tight and then I open them, they twitch like crazy. I Googled it and it's like, yeah, that's either no caffeine or sorry, that's either too much caffeine or not enough sleep. And I was like, hay fever? No, surprisingly not. Game-winning goal will be a win off of off of face-off into their own nets, says Daniel. Bob the Cat, I love games like this where I'm not cheering for either team and I just get to watch amazing hockey. Buddy, it's just great. It's just great. Great market. Two great teams. They're doing the wave in the Centre Bell. Demon Hunter, one word, parody. It's been apparent this year. I had a bet with myself that Clementina would be a supporter on Canada Reads. Also, I added the books to my TBR. All the books on Canada Reads, I've read them all. I like them all. So it's 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Hudson hands it off to Suzuki. Hudson goes 1-on-4. Can't get the shot off. He's deep in Montreal's, Tampa zone now. Just don't be the one that makes the mistake. Here comes Tampa. Nope. They go back. It's Lilleberg. Hagel. Here comes Destu. That shot doesn't get through. It's blocked by Hudson. Destu. 1:20 to go in 4-on-4. Hagel being chased by Suzuki. Two Team Canada teammates. I believe line mates. On from distance. Dobish doesn't know where it is. He covers it up. Wow. I can't believe there's no goal. I cannot believe there's been no goal in this game. 46 shots between these two teams, and some of the best chances didn't result in a shot on goal. Almost all of them, really. Austin Walker, these playoffs this year has indeed been insane. So many of my brackets vaporized last night. Oh, mine's screwed. Mine's screwed. Wow, Dastu was a tenth of a second too late to that puck, and he has a goal. 7:40 to go in the third period. 1:08 to go in 4-on-4 action. Evans is going to take this draw against Gensel. Gensel wins that. Radish. Kucherov is blocked. Newhook scurrying after that. Radish gets there first. Under a minute to go in 4-on-4. 7:25 to go in the third period. Somehow still a 0-0 hockey game. Kucherov, he's got a shot. He takes it. He's stopped by Dobish off the side of the net. Oh my gosh. 40 seconds to go in 4-on-4 action. Kucherov tries to find Gensel. That would have been a good chance. Gensel knocked to the ice. Carrier. Matheson. As the Habs change. Matheson waits for reinforcements. They arrive, but they get the puck in the neutral zone. Something about beauty. My Habs are going to give me a coronary. Same. Except they're not my Habs. I'm just very excitable. Slavkovsky has it poked off his stick. Oh my goodness. Suzuki had the game on his stick there. Gooley. Suzuki double teamed by Tampa defenders. Demidov in there to help. Tampa gets... Slavkovsky holds the zone. Tries to get it to Suzuki. Lilleberg to Hagel. Hagel's run over! He stays on his skates, though. And the Lightning send it into Dobish. Hudson. 6 minutes to go in the third. Demidov through the neutral zone. Demidov. He's harassed there by Cernak. Jackeye. Dunno. Anderson. Dunno. Gonsalves. Battling in the glove side corner of Tampa's zone. James. Cernak. What a battle. Jackeye. Keeps it alive. But if Tampa gets the puck here, this could be a problem. No, Tampa's changing, so is Montreal. Point is hit. Habs collect it in their end. Perry's out there. Jackeye holds on to it. Gets rid of it. Hard pass up the ice. Habs get it deep. Dastu, with 5 minutes to go in the third, collects it in his own end. Lilleberg. Hudson. That pass was almost out of reach. Perry will dump it. Gooley collects it in his own end. Remind me how Drew feels about OT. How do you feel about overtime, Drew? Feels it does, well, we'll see. Point. Sorry, Cernak. Nick Paul, that's well wide. He was looking for a deflection. Tampa centers it. Can't get that through. Cernak holds the zone. Passes. It's Nick Paul. So effective in this series. McDonough on. That's wide. Habs can't clear. Now they do. Slav plays it back, but out of the reach of Hudson. Dobish plays it over. Now Hudson has it, and he's streaking away with it. Hands it off to Suzuki. Hands it off to Caulfield. Lane drives the net. Shot by Caulfield is stopped and held on to by Andrei Vasilevsky. Daniel, your book's new sequel, Les Habs me gâchent la vie. Is that the Habs are ruining my life? That goal was almost insane by Nick Suzuki. As we go to commercial break. Drew, you're better at this than I am. Is this the last commercial break of regulation? I think so. There's less than 4 minutes left, right? Steve Dangle here on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Just send in a little tweet. Make sure everyone knows that we're still streaming. Who does it? Who gets this game's first goal? It's got to be someone. It does literally have to be someone. It's the third period, Buffalo and Boston. Buffalo still up 2-1. It's the third period, 3:44 to go in the third period. Tampa and Montreal still miraculously 0-0. Kirby Doc, a couple of you. Gooley, Texier. Ozone draw for the Habs. They win it back. Carrier. That shot doesn't get through. Moser. Hagel. Radish leading the rush for the Lightning here. Can't get that to Kucherov. Evans. Demidov. Oh, what a move through the neutral zone. He tries to. Oh my gosh! He gets the shot and he runs right into Vasilevsky. Ref's arm goes up. Is that? Oh boy, I think Demidov's getting called here. No. Minor penalty, goalie interference with 3:18 to go in the third. Wow. That was disgusting. Toe drag. Ew. I don't think I agree with this call. I mean, but this is this blatantly making up for the Braden Point call? His skate's coming up. That could have gone real bad for Vasilevsky. Wow. Makeup call for the high stick. Drew, at least it's an Eastern Conference OT. That's true. If you could steal a depth player from either of these teams, who would you take? Is Anderson still a depth player? No. Is Evans the depth player? Give me Texier and Yanni Gord. Yeah, I like that. Well, Habs PK, their biggest of the season. Tampa power play, their biggest of the season. Hagel. Radish. Kucherov. Gensel, Kucherov. Kucherov is blocked clean by Newhook. Gensel. Kucherov one-timer. Turned aside by Dobish. I don't even think he needed to. I think that was going wide. Hagel. Matheson trying to come up with it. Point in there. Hagel. Evans. Newhook, the only person in front for the Habs. Gensel. Kucherov. 120. Gensel. Kucherov one-timer stopped by Dobish. Kucherov. Gensel. One-timer from Radish. Stop. Rebound is cleared. Down the ice and Vasilevsky out of the net to play it. Oh, Habs can't get a stick on that. They can't get a stick on that. Hagel. Oh, slap pass. Oh, another one. Kucherov, they're moving the puck so well. On, that's wide. How was that the shot you come up with after all that? Gooley. Hard around, but it's Gensel. Kucherov. Gensel. Can't get the pass through. Point keeps it alive. Kucherov. On, stop by Dobish. Gensel. Under 30 seconds to go in this kill. One-timer. Off the post. And did that go out of play? Puck's play still going 20 seconds. Gensel. Kucherov. Radish. Kucherov. That's off the... Oh, and boards. I think Point just hit the post. 10 seconds. Can they clear it here? Stopped at the line by Point. Penalty is over. Down low. Dobish covers it up. Unbelievable kill by the Montreal Canadiens. The crowd, they're going to break the glass. I think they have, actually. I think the structural integrity of the glass was just damaged. Holy cow. Shot, stopped. Oh, what a clear. And then where's the post? Kucherov, down low, Gensel, Kucherov, Bink. Oh, what a block. Oh, Dobish stopped Point. I thought that hit the post. Unbelievable. And after the kill, still a ref you suck from Montreal Canadiens fans. And you know what? They missed the Braden Point call. Even. 1:15 to go in the third. Face off in the Montreal end. Carrier gets it off the draw. Suzuki gets it in the neutral zone. He's stripped. How many OTs are you going for the stream? Whatever it takes. Gonsalves has it in his own end. Hands it off. It's McDonough. Suzuki and Slaff all over these guys. Turnover. Caulfield. Oh, can't get it to Suzuki, but the Habs have it in the neutral zone now. It's Carrier. Hudson, Carrier. Carrier up the ice. Deflected into the Tampa zone. 35 seconds to go in the third period. Somehow 0-0. Cannot believe it. Gooley, hard around. One last rush here in regulation. Anderson to the point. Back down low to Anderson. Around. Evans. 10 seconds to the point. On. Oh, it's loose. Into the corner. 5. To the point. You got to shoot it. He got it to Hudson, but he ran out of time. Folks, 0-0 going into overtime. And this is maybe the most electric 0-0 game I've ever seen. Cannot believe neither team has scored. Cannot believe. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. 0-0. En Montréal. Tous les jours. Lily, make that 6 games this series decided by 1 goal now that it's going to OT. You're right. Power Pat, I can feel my heart in my toes. Talk to a doctor. Bob the Cat, overtime hype. Drew has a clip ready. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to be right back.
Fat guy corner.
I'm literally going to use the bathroom. And then I'll be right back and we'll keep it going. Bob the Cat sent 5 SDPN memberships and Riker Thibodeau sent an SDPN membership. Merci beaucoup. Drew's going to play a clip and I will be right back. We're going to overtime.
On the other side of this, the Ducks won all series long. There were times where, you know, if you look at the overall faceoffs, they were somewhat even, but the Ducks would win key faceoffs. And you know, in the playoffs, there's a difference. There's a difference between like your neutral zone dot close to the bench faceoff and key faceoff in offensive or defensive situation.
It's a massive reason the Habs are up 3-2.
Tim Washy last night, the guy they just signed out of college, who's the 4th line center, was 11 for 12. Mason McTavish was 5 for 5, and Mason McTavish kept getting faceoffs because his faceoff guy kept getting kicked out. They kicked a lot of guys out of the dot. Michael Granlund, 8 for 12. There's a guy Dallas misses, right?
Yeah.
And so when you start that, when you start and you win those faceoffs, you can dictate a lot of play. And I have to say, I have to hand it to the centerman for the Ducks. They were all very, very good. I'm telling you guys, people were laughing at me at the beginning of this series when I said I think Leo Carlsson is, if Macklin is Connor, then Leo Carlsson is McKinnon or Draisaitl. This guy he was phenomenal
Really
all
good.
series, phenomenal,
Really good.
bulldozer. Can't knock him off the puck. It's glued to his stick. And it's perfect because he's always finding Troy Terry. It's an incredible group. Now, the other guy, another guy we have to shout out is Jackson Lacombe, who has had 9 points in the series. I believe leads the playoffs in points right now.
What?
I'm pretty sure he was leading the
Wow.
playoffs a couple of games ago. So if he's not leading it now, he was.
Draisaitl leads in points.
Oh, Draisaitl leads the points.
Yeah,
He
he's
had
got
10?
10. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So Lacombe.
how demoralizing does that have to be for Leon?
Duchesne, Kaprizov, Boldy, and Lacombe all have 9.
Damn, there's a few guys not in the playoffs anymore. Jeez.
And so Lacombe had 9 points in the series, which is incredible. That the record for points in a series is 10. Getzlaf and Perry have both done that. And I want to say this too. The Ducks scored at 5-on-5, but when the penalties came, and they came, the Ducks were 50%. 8 for 16 on the series. 50%.
On the power play.
Yeah.
Holy. Yeah, you're not.
That's a crazy
You're
conversion.
not winning that. It's a miracle it went 6. It's like I think that's how good the Oilers are. You could have a 50% penalty kill and still force 6.
And who ran the power play for Anaheim?
Oh, friggin' Jay Woodcroft.
Jay friggin' Woodcroft. Yeah.
I think he is currently. And it's what time is it right now? This is 12:26 Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
He's over there on the West Coast. He is probably enjoying the most satisfying coffee he's ever had right now.
And he's living in a place with palm trees.
Palm trees.
Palm trees.
Just that has to feel just unreal.
Joe Quenneville gave him a shout out. He said he knew, what did he say? He said, Jay's got an awareness of a lot of their tendencies and a lot of their predictable moments or what their mannerisms are. Basically, what to expect. He was very helpful. And our power play being that strong with 2 different units was very well done, because that's the key too for the Ducks power play. Unlike the Leafs, who are so utterly predictable, there's so many things about watching the playoffs where if you cheer for a shit team, and let's be honest, the Leafs are a shit team.
Has this made you mad at them?
Oh yeah, I'm so angry. I'm so angry.
Yeah.
The Ducks were able to roll 1 minute of one power play unit, 1 minute of the other. The Ducks were so deep that they're like, sorry, Jackson Lacombe. Playoff point leader for a little while here. You're just 1 point behind Draisaitl right now. We're going to move you to the second unit. We want John Carlson on the first unit.
That's why they got him.
And they both came through. Both units were great. I just feel like this whole thing about, only load up the top power play unit. That's because you're not good enough. That's just what it means.
Well,
You don't have enough depth.
like some teams, that's been mostly what's happened in Montreal, Tampa. Montreal kind of got away from that in game 5. But you look at Tampa's first unit, you're like, oh man, why are they only using the first unit? And then it's like Radish passes to Hagel, passes to Gensel, passes to Point, passes to Kucherov, and you're like, oh, okay. For other teams, it just works to split it. Cutter Gauthier, how haven't we really talked about him?
I mean, 41 goals this year and unbelievable in the series.
Killer.
I think he was leading the team in hits until recently.
he's hitting everyone who moves, and he had 7 points in 6 games, 4 goals.
Ryan McGill deserves some credit. He's the assistant coach for the Ducks that ran their PK. And the Devils had the second best PK in 24-25 at 82.7%. He improved the Ducks like 3 spots this year. It wasn't great, but it was a lot better. And it was a lot better come playoff time. What I think is very interesting, again, as a Leaf fan, is we've never really, until maybe the last year.
Steve Dangle here. On the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. We are heading to overtime here in Montreal after this intermission. With under 11 minutes to go in the third period, it is 3-1 Sabres over the Bruins in Boston. If Buffalo holds on to win, they win the series. Even though Zach Benson scored the only goal of this third period, the Bruins are outshooting the Sabres 9-2 already. Full-blown desperation for Boston. Buffalo hasn't taken a penalty yet in that game. I would expect that to change. But you never know. Deadpool. If they lose this series and it closes the window, it would be poetic that Cooper's first series he lost was to the Habs, and so was the last. Ooh. Arbor Jackeye triple overtime winner. Oh, you're cooking with gas. Oh yeah, OT picks. I'm gonna read this while I think. The excitement you were showing for the Habs makes me almost feel bad about the times I've come to watch the sad clown honk his nose. 5 years ago today, Kucherov scored at the Bell Center to end it. Drew, who do you got? Demidov and Nick Paul. Nick Paul's such a good pick. You suck. I'm going to say Kucherov because he seems hell bent on scoring today. This is easily the best he's looked in this series to me. Kucherov, and for the Habs, Bolduc. I thought about Suzuki. Yeah, give me Bolduc. Albrecht, feeling the Perry winner in my bones. That's just not a bad pick at all. Not a bad pick at all. Mevod says Suzuki. Friedman saying something right now on the panel that I agree with. Hudson at the beginning of this game did not look himself. There are a few players who did not look themselves. Someone told Dobish, calm the hell down, because he's been incredible, and he did not look incredible to start the game. But Hudson, oh my goodness, has really settled in. This is the best game I've seen a lot of players play this series. Kucherov. I agree, Drew. It's not Brandon Hagel's best game. I feel like Montreal's he's been made to be so much more of a facilitator. Like, it's Tampa has the puck in their own end. Hagel's the middle guy in the neutral zone, and he's in charge of handing it off. And by the time he can get deep into the zone to do anything, Montreal's just all over whoever the puck carrier is, and they're usually able to get rid of it. Dobish OT winner credited on delayed penalty empty net. You're a sicko. Raphael, Mr. Overtime gets it done in OT. Who's Mr. Overtime? Oh, is that Nick Suzuki? I think it's Nick Suzuki. Just Jimmy. My dad just called Demidov the Demigorgon, so I like him more now. Oh, that's always been right there. Number of overtime goals by birth country. Wow. Hockey Night going deep into its bag here. There's some countries here I never would have guessed. Paraguay? Taiwan? Lithuania? Oh, Lithuania is... There's a bunch of when I grew up, I had a lot of hockey cards that said the Soviet Union on it, where a guy was born. And then at some point they switched to, let's just say what country? Like, what country within? Is that Dinah Zubris? I think. One thing I'll let you in on while we wait for this game to get back underway. I'm freezing. And that is intentional. If I get hot, I get sleepy. So I think I've told the story before, but whatever. Shut up. Sit through it. In 2014, Kings win the Cup. And Vaporeon scores for the Bolts. How dare you? In 2014, Kings win the cup. I make a bunch of videos about it, obviously. And someone reached out to me. Hey, man, love your stuff. I heard you're coming to California for your honeymoon, because that's what I was doing. I was getting married in 2014, and we went to California for our honeymoon. And he goes, yeah, big fan. And I'd love to bring you to my show, like the show that I work for. I'm like, what's the show you work for? Jimmy Kimmel. So we got to go backstage, like green room at Jimmy Kimmel. Kerry Washington was the special guest. What was that show she was on? Scandal. And he brings us in long before the show starts, and he's showing us the studio. And I thought he was going to have all sorts of stories about celebrities and Jimmy and this and that and that and that and that. And he did. He had a few of them. But the thing he wouldn't stop talking about, his pride and joy, was how he had just had a new air conditioning unit put in the studio. And I'm like, why is that so important to you? Like, is it because it's like hot outside? It's California. Like what is that? And he goes, because cold is funny. Think about it. If you're hot, you're relaxed. I guess that's good, but you're tired. You're lethargic. You get grumpy if you're too hot. If you're a little too cold, not freezing, but if you're a little too cold, you're alert. You're awake. You're energized. And it's easier to make someone cold laugh than someone who's hot, was his logic. And I've never forgotten it. And I wish badly I never told Adam that story, because our studio was always frigging freezing. Mike Gould sent 5 SDPN memberships. Thank you. Overtime is about to begin. Caulfield is Mr. Saturday, Mr. Overtime, Mr. Goldfield. He's our one and only, our bundle of joy. Well, keep the game going for another 2 hours. He can score on a Saturday. I think Caulfield scores, leads the franchise in overtime winners, and second in league in 5-on-5 goals. But my heart says Gallagher scores a galley goal. That'd be friggin' insane. Puck is about to be dropped. It's genuinely astonishing. No goals in regulation. That's playoff hockey for you. Couldn't agree more. Cirelli versus Suzuki. Waiting to drop the puck here at center ice in Montreal. Overtime. Game 6. Puck is dropped. Tampa's season is on the line here. And for Montreal, a berth in the second round. Kucherov dumps it from center. Hagel creating problems for Carrier. Slavkovsky trying to get it out. Can't. Hagel turned away by Carrier. Now it's Slav again. Across to Caulfield. Caulfield's going to have to get it off Radish, though. Slav around for Radish. Off the board. That's off target. Is that icing? It is not. Dobish. Carrier. To a streaking Ivan Demidov. Shot! Stopped by the glove of Vasilevsky. That was a good shot. Perry. That pass doesn't get across. Habs collect it. 1 minute gone in this overtime. Anderson first on it. He's got Chernak on him. Tries to get it to Deneau. Doesn't work. Hudson pinches. Again, no icing. Gooley collects it in his own end. Pressure from point, but Demidov gets it. He passes it off. Deneau gains the zone. On. Vasilevsky handles that with a little bit of trepidation, but he holds on to it. So Montreal will get an O-zone draw here. What a... Oh, that wasn't the glove. That was the toe of Vasilevsky. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Cirelli and Suzuki face off in the Lightning zone. Puck is dropped. Tampa comes up with that. Destu. He's been so good for them. Turns it over, though. Lilleberg. Around. Suzuki is the first there. Tampa having trouble getting out here. Slafkovsky. Caulfield. Tries the wraparound. Doesn't work. Nick Suzuki. To the point. It's Hudson. On. That's blocked. Shot. That's wide. Suzuki keeps it alive for Hudson. On. That's blocked. Caulfield trying to create a turnover here. He almost does. But here comes Tampa on the counter punch. Do they have the legs for it? Gonsalves hit by Carrier, who's played a lot to start this overtime. Slafkovsky flips it in. Bulldog trying to get after it. There's my OT pick for Montreal. McDonough. That pass is off target. Texier to Doc. Doc smushed by two Lightning players. Cernak has it. McDonough trying to direct traffic here. Lightning gained the zone cleanly. It's Kucherov. Gets it to Gensel. Oh, he just can't handle the pass. He would have had a clean shot. Bulldog up the ice, and that pass is off target. Vasilevsky out of the net to play it. To McDonough. Doc. Cernak. Hard around. It's in the neutral zone. Matheson. Chipped into the Lightning. Chipped out of play, and a guy caught it in his bare hands to the ovation of the crowd. That guy stood up and caught it with his bare hands. We should show a replay of that. Hudson shot. Oof. That hit Slafkovsky right in the knee. Exactly 3 minutes gone in this overtime. Shots an even 29-29. Score an even 0-0. Puck at center ice. Lightning win that draw. They've been so much better on the faceoffs in this game than they have been in the vast majority of the series. Struble in his own end. Boy, is he getting pressured. Can he get it out? He does. Habs can't get it deep, though. Where is it? Demidov collects it in his own end. Oh, boy. Hands it off to Struble. Struble does not get out. Stolen by Nick Paul. Oh, good defensive stick there from Evans. Can he get it out? He can't. Gord. Oh, swatted away. Oh, boy. Paul was alone in front. That's behind the net. Newhook finds Struble behind the net. Struble gets out. In part, thanks to a little deflection there from Evans. And Evans just with a little bit of annoyance there so the Habs can get a change. That D pair's still out there, though. Jack-Eye bodies Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand's still in there. Newhook. Oh, it's flattened by Destu. He gets back up. Jack-Eye smushed again by Bjorkstrand. Where's that puck? Lilleberg going to claim it. On. Oh, through traffic. That goes through the blue paint. Along the half wall. Habs clear the zone. They got some tired legs out there. Newhook's going to get off. Anderson is on the ice. Tampa. Oh, boy, what a pass. And they lose the handle. Dano. Into the neutral zone. Destu. Oh, Bjorkstrand smushed. Dominic James is going to be first on this. Struble looks exhausted. McDonough. Is that going to be ice? They say no. Exactly 5 minutes gone in overtime. McDonough claims it in the neutral zone. Struble still out there, but Hudson's there to help. Oh, boy. Hagel. He's got Hudson on him. Hagel. Shot. Radish. It's no. Oh, my goodness. Tampa had such a chance to score there on the rebound. Puck is out of play, and the refs are saying deflection. And that is the probably happiest whistle of Struble's career. He was barely moving by the end of it. Radish just leathers that thing. Oh, how did Hagel end it there? Sabres scoring the empty net. It's 4-1 Buffalo. Boston season is going to be over. Sabres will move on to the second round and play the winner of this series. We're either going to find out who that is tonight or Sunday. Danault taking the draw, and he wins it. Matheson with it behind his net. Carrier taken down. They're calling it. Are they calling it? Kucherov in the box. Wow. Habs power play. I mean, it's a clear trip on the puck carrier. Yeah. Yeah. That's the right call. Drew, it's 3-3. The power plays. Yeah, it's crazy they're even. I know. How does that happen? We need you on mic, man. That's funny as hell. Habs 0 for 2. They got 3 shots on goal. This building might need a new roof. Tampa wins that draw. Huge face-off. Can they get it out, though? They cannot. Hudson. Oh, down low. Oh, Slav had the season on his stick. Side of the net. Demidov, can he get it to the point? He can. Suzuki, on. That's at the side of the net. Caulfield gets it to Demidov. Demidov. Bouncing puck for Hudson. And Tampa's, they're trying to get a change. They haven't done it yet. Demidov gains the zone, loses it again. Tampa gets it deep, and they will get a change here. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Hudson, Caulfield. Hands it off to Suzuki. Can he keep those great entries going? He can. Demidov, cross ice. Creative pass. Demidov. Down low for Suzuki. Demidov. Oh, I thought he had some net to shoot at there. Slav. To the point. Hudson has trouble handling it. Caulfield. 50 seconds to go. Hudson! Stopped by Vasilevsky. Slav. Around for Demidov. Slav. Cross ice. Oh, he wanted Suzuki. Couldn't find him. Habs. Oh, keep the zone. Gergenson's trips. Hudson, they're not calling that. No shot. Dobish way out of his net to play it. And his pass is off target. Which, that could have been something. 20 seconds to go here. That pass is off target, and the Habs are going to blow this here. They're going to waste this opportunity. Oh, baby. 5 seconds to go. Tampa has it in the neutral zone. Cirelli has Hagel. That shot is blocked. Habs have the puck, but their power play is over. Oh, they turn it over. Here comes Kucherov out of the box. Stopped by Dobish and held on to. Wow. This is the most electric 0-0 game in the history of hockey. Holy man. Adrina, I was at a networking thing, racing back to my hotel, my blood pressure. Adrina, you're here now. Slav had such a chance there. Hudson, that's such a good save from Vasilevsky. Suzuki is the one who turned this over, and what a stop from Dobish on Nikita Kucherov. You imagine the celebration from Kucherov out of the box OT winner in Game 6 to stave off elimination in Montreal? He'd have flipped off the crowd. He might have mooned them. 12:21 to go in the first overtime. Not that it matters. It's next goal wins. That's all you got to know. Gensel on the draw against Evans. Habs come up with that. Carrier into the neutral zone. Swatted back. Anderson dumps it. Evans tries to get there first. Where's the puck? It's in the neutral zone. Matheson. Good move on Braden Point. Evans. Back to the point. It's Matheson. Evans. Oof! Evans hit hard there by Point. Radish. Gensel. Airmails it through the neutral zone. Matheson swats it away. Cameraman is very confused, and therefore I was confused. Matheson. Dominic James loses an edge there. This might help Montreal gain the zone, and they do. Around. There's Texier. Habs lose the zone, but they don't give up an odd man rush, which they were perilously close to doing. That would be worth the $5,000 fine for Kucherov. You're not wrong. Up the ice. James into the other corner. Lilleberg. Gooley. Bolduc shovels it to the point. No one there except Brandon Hagel, who's going to walk in. Passes down low. In front. What a stop from Dobish. Rebound. They score. Gage Gonçalves sends this series to Game 7 with miraculously the first goal of this hockey game nearly 70 minutes in. We will see you Sunday, dimanche, for Game 7, match numero 7. Hagel down low. Dominic James. Dobish stops the first one, and it was a crazy save. That is a crazy save. He makes 2. Gonçalves scores on the third attempt. Hagel, James, 1. It's 2 saves. He's robbed. He fans on the second one, and the third one is in the back of the net. Rolling puck and everything. Oh, baby. Julien Brisebois with the no-sell Selly, and John Cooper says, one more, as he walks off the ice. Andrei Vasilevsky with the shutout in Game 6. Vintage Vasi in Montreal. That was a fantastic hockey game. I know there's a lot of Habs fans in here right now crushed. I know there's a lot of Lightning fans in here right now stoked. That was the best 0-0 hockey game like ever. That was unreal. Austin Walker, the Wild are thanking Tampa now for the extra rest. I mean, the Sabres are thanking Tampa now for the extra rest. Is that a final? 4-1 final. Buffalo moves on to the second round. Boston's season is done. Buffalo moves on. Bruins are eliminated, and Buffalo will await the winner of Game 7 of this series. Tampa, Montreal, and Drew, if I'm not mistaken, they don't even have a time for this damn game, do they? I assume it's 7, and I really hope it's 7. There's over 4,000 of you watching, and I know you're all dying to know, when is Steve's Beer League game? Don't worry, I'm on it. 4:15. What do we think? Oh, something bad happened at the end of the Bruins game? Benson slewfoots McAvoy at the end, and McAvoy takes exception with the violent slash. McAvoy gets a 5-minute major. How was that handshake line? He does slewfoot him. Wow! Oh, he like overhand tomahawks him. Oh, shoot. Benson just smiling. You know what? The injuries McAvoy has been through over the last like year and a half, I yeah, I understand the reaction, and yes, you're right. Also, they're up 4-1. It's not. It's a terrible move from Benson, but you can't be doing that. Has the Vegas game not started? Why? Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Refs win the game. Montreal had a power play in overtime. Come on. Come on. And they didn't call the slash on Matheson, which would have given Tampa a 5-on-3. Let's not be like that. Jared, Bruins stink at home. Overrated team again. Bums. Don't blame Bettman, blame Vasi. Vasilevsky was spectacular. Like, I know elimination games are different and the best players lock in. Where has this guy been? First 5 games of the series, where was this guy? He's unbelievable. Steve streamed the Vegas game. No. Steve is a human made of flesh and blood who likes to sleep on occasion. Do I have a text from my wife? Yeah. I got to take Max out. Struble did have a bad overtime. Was he on the ice for the winner? Because I know Jack-Eye was out there. He was the one who couldn't box out. Okay. So I wanted to talk about this earlier. We didn't get the time. Let's talk about it. I've been saying on these streams, and I think I said on the podcast, that the Struble Jack-Eye pair is drowning out there. And people were sending me charts that I think it was their expected goals is actually positive, and they've been quite good. To me, watching these games, first of all, I never would have guessed that. Second of all, that's Martin St. Louis. That is excellent coaching and deployment from Martin St. Louis. But when I watch these guys, when they need to defend, when they need to handle the puck, it's scary out there. Someone's saying it was Cooley who couldn't box him out. It was Cooley. Yeah. Jack-Eye was on the ice. And I mean, the point still stands. Like Struble had that. He might have only had one shift, and it lasted like 5 minutes because he couldn't get out, couldn't get off. Man, Game 7, Drew. Oh, yeah. So McAvoy almost broke Benson's arm. You know what? This might be a record, Drew. This might be a record for most guys suspended after getting eliminated from the playoffs. Because Ridley Gregg is going to get suspended. And it should be a big one. Charlie McAvoy is going to be suspended. And it should be a big one. Should Benson get suspended? I don't think he was just trying to stop. Maybe it's a fine. Steve, as a Bruins fan, I need a hug. I'm losing faith. You also need someone to fill in Charlie McAvoy's minutes when he's suspended for the first 3 games of next season. Okay. Do not message me about the Raptors or Jeff Hoffman. Do not make me feel sad. Just Jimmy says, let's effing go Bolts. Wait, why am... Oh my God. I'm missing so many super chats. I just realized that. LFG Bolts. Game 7 Sunday. My heart can't take it. Build Vasi 10 statues. Let's go Gage. So happy. Not crushed because from game 1 we knew it was going 7. That's a good way to look at it. Rocket Man. Sunday games are typically matinee, no? It's the NHL. No one knows. Bruins stink at home. Okay, that's the one I did read. Steve streamed the Vegas game and I said no. Raptors overtime stressing me out. I said, stop it. All right, now I'm all caught up. Drew. What do you think, buddy? I think we wrap it up here. I am going to be so rowdy and pissed if game 7 is at 5. They're saying the Colorado game is going to be Sunday night. Oh, I missed this one. Steve, what did you think of the Holloway extension? I think it's a good deal, but I think it's hilarious that St. Louis decided to announce this today, the day after the Oilers got eliminated. How do you spell second round? Let's go, Steve. Go Sabres. Crazy. What a few months does. Sorry, Drew. What were you saying? If Utah loses tonight, then Colorado, Minnesota starts Sunday. Oh, so you could see Montreal, Tampa going earlier and have Colorado at what time? 9? 6 o'clock would work. It'd be tight, but it'd be okay. 5 would not work. My beer league game is at 4:15. People laugh at listen. I play one sport. I play one lousy game a week. And I have fun when I do it, even though I suck. And I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it. Okay? Steve streaming from the beer league game. It wouldn't affect my game at all. Oh, Drew, do you have the clip of me getting robbed? Yeah, okay. We'll show you the clip of me getting robbed. And then we'll go. So I'll set it up while Drew's getting it. I have a 2-on-1. I'm number 20 in white. It's white versus green. I'm white. Number 20. I have a 2-on-1 with the best player on our team. The best player on our team has the puck, obviously. I know he's passing. He didn't tell me. I just knew. He's passing. This pass is coming to me. I'm getting it. He's giving me a goal. He's not giving me a scoring chance. He's giving me a goal. Did I score that goal? It's hard to say. Drew's editing the clip down. It's hard to say. Here's what's terrifying. The goalie on my team records every game. He has a camera set up, one at each end of the ice. This is beer league. So I'm going to probably have a bunch of highlights of me being bad at hockey throughout these playoffs. Steve needs to move to defense. It's something I'd like to try. in something I'm nearly positive I'd be awful at. Have Drew stream until you get back on Sunday. Drew has the clip. Let's roll it. Okay, so I can talk over it. I can't see it though live is the problem. So I get the 2-on-1. Look at me. Oh, just amazing on the back check. I'm getting this puck the whole time, and I get 2 pads stacked. He didn't need to do all that. He didn't need to do all that, but he did it to me. And this was in a tied game, too. Second period. We only play 2 periods. Thank you for zooming in. That's good, Drew. We need a better view of all this. I'm getting this. I know I need to roof it, and I suck. Oh yeah. And I broke up the play on D. I looked to the sky because I knew like it might be 5, 6, 7, 8 games before I get another chance like that. I am getting better, but it's a low bar. I should have stick handled it a bit. Enhance. That's rough, buddy. Can we have Drew stream your games live? We've talked about it. Yeah. Yeah. First of all, it'd be awful. Second of all, like we run ourselves so ragged with work as a small company during the playoffs. Like Adam's kind of like, should we be doing this right now? Do we need to be doing this? Colt says Bruins 6 straight home playoff losses. Put a GoPro on. Raptors go up 2 with 1 second left. Should I do the Raps? I'm trying to get there in time. I'll do what is hopefully the final shot of this game. So this would be the first time, if I'm not mistaken, the Raps ever won a playoff game in Cleveland. Oh, it's in Toronto. Never mind. Yeah, you're right. Damn, it's crazy that streak is still going. Raptors hit a 3 that went 15 feet off the rim and in, says Shea. I couldn't turn it on in time. Raptors win 4-7 in Cleveland. Hooray! Did the Jays win? Mississauga's own RJ Barrett. He hit the 3. Jays are up 7-3. By the way. Hooray. All right. Go to bed or watch Vegas, Utah. I appreciate you watching this stream. I appreciate you very much. You could be anywhere watching anything, and you're watching this. And here we are together. And I appreciate that. For now, that is it for this stream. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like the stream. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell your friends. I will see you Sunday for Game 7, Montreal and Tampa.